In front of me, I have the newly released Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, its specifications, build quality, what it offers, and how much it costs, which the last one will be the most ridiculous one. So let's get to it. Now, let's start off obviously with the unboxing. It looks like I won't need a knife. There we go. Now, camera probably doesn't show this off in a best way, but holy crap, it looks like I have a literal brick in here. What the shit is this? What in the hell is this? It's a tumor on a phone. That is insane. Okay, well, that's it's definitely gonna rock that device from side to side. And before I even get into anything, I do want to point out this phone gives me a very heavy vibe of like the older iPhones, which had a rounded design. I don't remember which one it was, to be completely honest, but definitely not the new ones. Now, inside here we get the typical app gallery, phone clone kind of thing when app gallery doesn't have some applications, and then we get our energy sticker rating. So this device apparently will last for about 41 hours in terms of however they are counting it. We have a plastic hard case included with the device. We do like to see those. It's also a little bit frosted right here. As you can see, it's not completely clear. Now, below that we have a cable, Type-C to Type-C. So both of them are Type-C, cool. Cable and no charger. So it just seems like a waste of paper to give you this big of a box and then not give you the fucking charger in a box. Great. Especially considering how retardedly expensive this device is. And that's an understatement. Now, I do want to point out, I don't think this is very representative. GSM Arena states that this device costs about 800 euros. Now, where I'm from, that is wildly inaccurate. And I am in Europe, by the way, which maybe I don't use euros in here, but we do know what converting is. So, anyway, here's our device. Now, the screen right here is actually one of the good parts of this, and probably the cameras, which I haven't gotten to, but let's start off with the display. That's a 6.8 inches in size, LTPO OLED display, 1 billion colors, HDR vivid, 120 Hz refresh rate, 1440 Hz pull rate, which means that the device screen is super snappy. It should follow your finger pretty accurately, minus the bullshit trash UI that they have right here that just has this delay to it for the wobbly effect, which just makes it feel atrocious. But in general, the display should have a pretty good response. And we also have 3000 nits of peak brightness, 89.7% screen to body ratio, 459 pixels per inch, Kunlun Glass 2, Mosh Level 4, and that's about everything for the display. Now, for everyone that is now scratching their head thinking, why are their furniture floating, from me speaking weird crap, to say it kind of simply, the screen right here is actually pretty good. So this is going to be one of the standout features. It is basically top-notch display, and I do want to give it props. Now, if we flip over to the cameras, Huawei has been really pushing their phones into, well, the camera territory to basically be as good as possible. And in here, we have 50 megapixel 1.6 to 4.0 aperture sensor, which I'm pretty confident is this one. As if I can just get the light to shine a little bit better and maybe bring it a little bit closer. not sure if this is going to be visible, but this is a variable aperture right here. So this grayish kind of thing around the glass right there is actually going to open up and close, which is good, or for photos, it basically defines how much light can enter the sensor right here. There's another device that I know that had this, which was the Nubia Z70 Ultra, which I actually owned at one point. So that was also a great phone for camera. This one though has, by the size of it, probably a little bit better. Also being newer ones and Huawei pushing into the cameras, it's the only thing that I guess they can produce. So yeah, they're trying to do good cameras, clearly, considering it's literally half the thickness of the device. So that's the main sensor. Now next one is the 48 megapixel 2.1 aperture 93mm telephoto. So that's this one right here. And then we got a 40 megapixel 2.0 aperture 13mm ultra wide, the top one. So with those cameras you can do 4K 1080p, and 1080p goes up to 960 frames, though 4K isn't mentioned for some reason. So you know what? Why not go to the setup and figure it out? If GSM Arena won't let me know, I sure as hell will figure it out myself. Let's go English. Oh right, because it's China. Winnie the Pooh wants my data and my location and my internet. Now, I thought that the idea of a setup is so I can absolutely effing set it up the way I want to, not how Winnie the Pooh wants me to set it up. Go screw yourself. Jesus, I fucking hate this crap. Now, luckily, this is the only thing that I will be forced to do, which is connect to network, which, being said, it's literally basically forcing me to, from the box, be spied on, but at least I can set up the rest of the device the way I want to. Now, in terms of the Huawei, we can actually skip this. I don't have an account, and maybe later. Leave. No thanks. Later. 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 Update manually. Don't enable. And I'm gonna finish it up. Okay. So let's pop the camera open. Yes, cool. Enable while using. Agree. And now we have our camera open. Let's go to video. So 1080p 30, 1080p 60, 30. Wow. So actually, we don't even get 120 here. Okay, great. That's still 1080. Just ultra wide. 720, 4K. Okay, 4K 60. So we do have 4K 60 in here. That's decent. And wow, we do have some. We have some absolutely serious bokeh in here. Holy crap! Here's just a little bit of a sneak peek. No one told you to update. Piss off. There we go. There is some massive bokeh happening in here, and looking at it, it's doing it pretty good. I don't think this is a real bokeh, obviously. The subject, whatever is behind the background, isn't far enough for this strong of a depth effect, like holy hell. So this is all fake, I'm pretty sure, but if we zoom in, you can see that it is doing it really good. Now let's see the motion. There is a little bit of a fuzziness happening at the very end, but I literally need to be like zoomed the hell in to even be able to spot this. So in terms of that, it's pretty good. Color, a little bit darker image than what I have right here. Don't look at what you see on the camera. The camera itself that I'm recording is not the best. So how I see this on the screen is a little bit different actually. But me looking at these two in person, this has a little bit of a darker tone to it in general. So the image is a bit darker, as in the green, while, for instance, the background where the keyboard is, this keyboard in reality is a bit darker compared to how the phone sees it, where it's a bit lighter in tone. So it's kind of weird that some things here are darker compared to the background, which is lighter, where in reality it's literally opposite of it. Now, I'm not really going to be going through, camera tests and whatever. I just wanted to just see what the refresh rates here are for video recording and how just it looks like at least at the base kind of entry. So let's move over to the selfie, which I haven't talked about yet. And the selfie right here is a measly 13 megapixel f2.0 aperture ultra wide that does also 4K 60 and or actually I don't know if it does 60. Let's quickly check that, as it's again not labeled. Flip. Yep, 4K 60. You can see it right there. Okay, so selfie does 4K 60 as well. That's pretty good. Now let's move over to the internals now, which that's where the phone kind of starts to fall apart, at least for me. So inside of this device we have cost cuttings. Number one, we have a bit of a smaller battery compared to what you would expect from a Chinese phone at 5170 milliamp hours. Now the reason I'm saying smaller than what you would expect is because let's just say that you're looking at something like the Xiaomi 15T Pro. That's not even like the China. So this device already has a bigger battery, and it's for European market, and it's kind of like a cut down version. Now Xiaomi did announce a newer phone which isn't being sold globally yet, and that was the Xiaomi, what is it, Xiaomi 17? Yep, 17 Pro Max. There we go. So let's just look at the cream of the crop right there, 17 Pro Max. Now the Pro Max has 7500 milliamp hour battery. And that being said, I can't really say the price of it because it's not released, so there isn't really much info how much it's going to cost right here. But again, on GSM Arena, they're saying that it's going to be 720 euros. It's a Xiaomi phone, so I wouldn't really put it past them. That is a very high possibility that this is close to what it will cost, which also means that it's cheaper than this device. Now, the device also has triple 50 megapixels, though it doesn't have a variable aperture like this one does. So it does have a little bit of an up on the quality right here of the with a variable aperture, but in terms of battery, come on. You have one job, Huawei, and that is to put a decent battery in your Chinese phone. And you decided to what? Cut costs while charging astronomical price for the device. Are you high? Put the crack pipe down there. Jeez. Now, at least, although we do have shitty battery, the charging for this is absolutely outstanding. So this device can be charged up to 100 watts, which is just insane. And even more insane is the wireless charging speed right here. 80 watts. Now I want to point this out. So in terms of, this device kind of competes with flagships. In terms of price, like it competes with the top of the shelf. And at least in the charging department, it absolutely smashes anything like Apple and Samsung. Like Samsung wired cannot even charge this fast, like nowhere near this fast. We're talking about with the cable, it approaches half of the wireless charging speed. And that is even further if you have something like me, the S25, the little, brokey boy phone. That garbage can charge up to 25 watts with the cable. God forbid I ever wanted to charge my phone fast. I mean, Samsung might not want me to because it could explode, like every Samsung battery does apparently. Here, if you compare that, that is like what, a third of the speed of this device's wireless charging, and even further, it's nearly 1/4. Actually, not nearly. It is over 1/4 with a cable. So yeah, that is a massive charging like speed right here that Huawei has. The only sad part is this battery being only 5,170 instead of like 7,500, like I would have expected it, especially at this price. Now, if we move over to the internals, even though GSM Arena doesn't mention it, I did check it, and this device is running the godforsaken Kirin 9020 processor. So that's where the device starts to absolutely fall apart for me. But I'm going to go back to this in a moment. Let's finish up with the internals. We don't have expandable storage. We do have, at the bare minimum, 256 gigabytes of storage and 12 gigs of RAM. But you can get this up to 1 terabyte with the same amount of RAM. So that's pretty okay. Now, I don't know why Huawei didn't give expandable storage. For God's sakes, they have their own proprietary storage called nano memory. So they could have do dual SIM and have one SIM as a nano memory, as that was the point of this technology from beginning. So it baffles me why they didn't do that right here. And just to actually double check this, bring up my SIM eject tool, pop out the tray. So here we have SIM 1. Come on, here we go, SIM 1, flip it over, we got absolutely nothing written right here, which I can only presume it's only SIM 2. Now, I don't have a nano memory to check if this will detect it, but GSM Arena states that there is no expandable storage or card slot. This could be maybe only referring to SD card slot, I'm not sure. But in any case, it doesn't really state if it's nano memory or not. Before, I know for a fact something like the Mate 20 Pro, which I owned, did have marking NM for nano memory and also SIM card. So I did know which tray could be used as expansion. So, 12 gigs of RAM, up to 1 terabyte of storage, and the Kirin 9020 processor. Now, for people that don't know what that entails, it basically entails a let's say 40% slower processor based on nanoreview.net. So CPU performance, we're looking at about 57 to 99 of the 8 Elite. Then we have even lower. Wow, that's less than half in terms of gaming performance. So you sure as shit won't be gaming on this phone, considering it's literally less than half performance of the actual 8 Elite. Battery life is actually pretty close, 81 to 93. And nano review score, if that matters to you. The 8 Elite gets a 98 versus 59, which I would say probably pretty good assumption if this is correct. Now, for actual benchmarking, let's take a look at Antutu 10. And yeah, let's just say that the Snapdragon 8 Elite is more than twice as fast, getting 118% gain over this here. I also want to point out that the Snapdragon 8 Elite has been out for over a year, or maybe not over, but close to a year, and comes in phones like, for instance, the Samsung that I have mentioned before. So all the S25 lineup have that, and they had it for over a half a year now. And those devices still, where I'm from, cost less than this. Brand new. So, in terms of performance, this device is just absolutely getting clobbered by the 8 Elite. And just to kind of give you other benchmarks, like Geekbench 6. Yeah, it's actually getting absolutely shit on even harder. So, single core, we get 143% increase. So, 2.5 times faster processor. Great. And multi-core, 112%. So, just 2 times faster processor. Compute scoring, oh boy. So GPU, yeah, 449% faster. That is still Geekbench 6. Now, just to give that in numbers, what the scoring was, it was 24,141 points versus the Kirin 9020, 4,400. That is absolutely insulting. For a processor to be this shit, and obviously that is, I guess, to be expected, considering this device is hasn't really been able to produce processors, so they're forced to utilize their own processors and also produce them, which I don't think they really can. So these are pretty old, I'm pretty sure. So I do want to double check it. I do want to just be absolutely certain, as there is not much info, but stores do claim that this is the processor in here. So I have no reason to believe that a store that sells these devices would have wrong information. And the reason I'm just kind of trying to double check this is because the price that they're charging for this to how it performs in terms of processor is very incongruent with what you would expect. This performs shittier than a mid-range device in terms of single and multi-end gaming scores. So it's really just comical that Huawei wants to charge you this absorbent amount of money. So you might be wondering what that price tag is. GSM Arena claims that it's 800 euros. Now, the reality, where I'm from, stores want 6,000 PLN. Now, let's just quickly do a back check. So 6,000 PLN to USD. That equates to $1,600. And that would be close to also euros. Maybe not necessarily the same, but let's see. So in terms of euros, that is 1,400 euros. That is nearly double of what GSM Arena claims. And this is the reality of what the phone is actually being sold at right here. So basically $1,600 for phone that acts as a mid-range phone with just good cameras. Shit, you can get almost everything that is in here apart from the charging speed and the cameras at $200. And I shit you not. Basically what you get is a CMF Phone 2 Pro. It still has decent cameras, obviously. They won't compare to what we have right here. I do want to give credit where credit is due, but I can guarantee you this ain't worth $1,600. It's not that good, and the only good part here would be the cameras, and the cameras are still decent in other devices. Again, maybe not as good as here, but those devices cost 1,000, not 1,600, and they will also be faster in terms of processing power, and have just generally better support. So if you're in anywhere else in the world outside of maybe China, I would never recommend this device. You're kind of limiting the usability of it, as you're not going to be getting Play services, so no Maps, no Google, no Gmail, no YouTube, and literally everything that starts with Google, basically non-existent right here. And you're getting a slow device, and the only benefit here is the cameras at a moronically high price. You can do better by, for instance, getting something like the mentioned before Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, which should have pretty decent cameras, have definitely better processor, and that processor will be actually at the next generation, meaning that it's even going to be faster than what I already told you was an embarrassment to this device, while having, like I said, decent cameras. The device isn't out, so I can't really vouch for how decent. And still bigger, way bigger battery that charges nearly at the same speeds, just wireless a little bit slower. So that's one option. Another one, if you don't care for the cameras, obviously this device just completely doesn't make sense to pick up at the price, and you can look for other devices. Shit, you can get iPhone, or actually no, you can get yourself 2 iPhones. Why limit yourself? I mean, if you have $1,600 to spend, just get yourself 2 iPhones. You can give your one of them to your mom. And I can guarantee you the cameras there on paper might not be the best, but Apple does literally try to make their cameras be the best looking thing that they possibly can, because that's literally what sells these devices. Every chick on the market can just have the best looking selfies and stuff and photos that are Instagram worthy. So that device will literally cater to them, and therefore it will be paper wise not as good. Realistically, it will be pretty freaking close to what we have right here. So at the end of the day, at that point, it's more of a preference choice, which color, saturation, and brightness you like. But hey, you get 2 iPhones instead of 1. So that I would say that's a benefit. So that basically sums it up. If you're anywhere in the world, don't buy this device, as it's not very worth it. If you're in China and you have some limitations, and this device might be cheaper there. If it's cheaper, again, it doesn't really change it, because even at 800 euros, if that is a correct price tag, the processor in here is stupidly outdated, and I would prefer to have one iPhone over this one. So that's just my personal preference. And I'm saying that as a person that doesn't really like iPhones anyway. So that about sums this up. Now, if you found this video helpful, informative, keki, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this phone. So, when you put it up for the very first time, you should be presented with the same kind of page that you can see on my end. Now, from this god-awful UI design, you need to find a bubble representing your language, which for me that is English, which was selected by default. So, click on your bubble and then select Get Started. Next, select your region. No, I would definitely not want to be considered as a UK region. God forbid that. I'm going to select Poland. Now, the reason I don't want to be considered as UK is because as a country that supposedly has freedom of speech, it's a load of bullshit, and God forbid you ever on the internet say anything negative about someone. You offend them with your speech. Yeah, you basically get police knocking on your door and arresting you and putting you in prison. But hey, God forbid you actually, culturally enrich someone. Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, now I also like to select Poland as, I just say, we as a country are a little bit more based, and that's number one. And number two, as a European Union, our laws for consumers are much friendlier than the ones, for instance, in US, which are friendly, just not to the consumers, but to the corporations. So if the corporations want to, go dry in without lube, yeah, you better go see a doctor then, because you're getting completely screwed by them whenever they want to. And obviously government isn't there to help you. You don't bring them that much money. So I personally like Poland as a region. Even though I'm from here, I'm not really biased against this, just because of that, but it's because of the consumer rights. And that does have a meaning when it comes down to legal problems and stuff like that in the future. If some company wants to, I don't know, for instance, do something, and EU takes them to, basically tells them that you're a monopoly, no, you can't do it. As a person living in here, yeah, those basically apply to me. So when company is forced to change something, it's going to be changing it for me, but not, for instance, for the US citizens. Now, as an example, in the US, this doesn't really matter, because it's not like these devices are sold there, but they are sold in Europe, so I do want to point that out. Moving on, we have terms of use. Okay, great. I love to have restrictions on how I can use my device. Those are always great. So we have end user license agreement and basic service statements and data encryption notice. Cool. These all sound so friendly for a device that you supposedly own. Now we can tap on details and read exactly what these are. And at the end of the day, you need to agree to all of them. Next, we have insert SIM card. And we have two different ways of going about this. We can insert a physical card or two, or you can add one SIM card and one eSIM, or just an eSIM. Now for eSIM, I think you are required to connect to some kind of network, Wi-Fi specifically, but I could be wrong about this. I know that other devices do. Here, let's see. Yep, an internet connection is required. So yeah, it's telling me that I do need to have internet, and this eSIM will take a spot of the eSIM spot 2. Now I'll be skipping this and moving on to connecting to network. So here you can sign into a network. Sorry, not can. You have to. Winnie the Pooh wants you to, so you're sure shit going to be doing it, or you're not going to be using a device. Your data is not your data, it's their data, and their data is their data. So let's just sign into a network, because it's not like I can set up the device the way I want to. It's not my device, right? CCP owns it. Okay, so now that I have connected to a network, and I basically started uploading all my information to CCP, thanks Winnie the Pooh, we can continue on with the setting up of our own device. Just not the way we want it to. Awesome. Love it. Data and privacy. Oh wow, that's such a lovely statement right after you force me to connect to a network. I feel so fucking privated here. So private. Piss off. It doesn't really matter what you have to say here. It's just a load of bullshit. Anyway, moving on. We have device protection. Now we can protect our device in several different ways. Either fingerprint, face recognition, or screen lock. Now, I kind of said it in the wrong way. You can set up screen lock, and then once you set up some kind of screen lock, you can protect it using also fingerprint and face recognition. Now the reason for that is fingerprint and face recognition are biometrics, and biometrics aren't 100% reliable. So in the times where those have a sissy fit and fail to recognize or refuse to recognize your face or your finger, you by default normally, without the actual screen lock right here, wouldn't be able to access your device. So hence that's why it's telling you that you also will need to select PIN pattern or password for this purpose. Now alternatively, you actually don't need to protect your device at all. You can select set later, but there's a big but. I don't recommend doing that. It's your personal device holding personal information. If you were ever to lose this phone and someone finds it without any kind of protection, anyone has full access to all your data, information, all that stuff. So I do highly recommend selecting some kind of PIN, pattern, password, and even fingerprint or face recognition to just make it a little bit easier to unlock it. Moving on, we have parental control. I'm going to be skipping this. I don't need parental control on this phone. That's kind of useless to me, but obviously if you're giving this phone to your child, you probably might want to select that option or not. Anyway, moving on, we have Huawei ID. So it tells you that Huawei ID is basically needed for a couple different things like cloud, find my device, app gallery, which is basically a Play Store, wallet, videos, and some other ones. Now, the ones that are absolutely moronic here is the Huawei videos and music. Unless they are like streaming platforms like Apple Music or Spotify, then I guess I could agree that this could be reasonable. I guess, yeah, those are probably all based on just cloud kind of payment. So Huawei Wallet probably just allows you to pay. So the payment information needs to be saved to your account. Same thing goes for the video. If it's a streaming platform that you can rent or just VOD videos, then it does need, an account, as the payment needs to be assigned to some account. So yeah, this is basically equivalent to an iCloud from Apple. It's almost one-to-one copy of it. So for this purpose, I would say that you probably want to have an account and sign into it if you don't already. And just click on continue and log in here. Now, this isn't a requirement, and unlike Apple, you can actually sideload applications, and you are not forced to use things like the app gallery here to install applications. So you can just go to the browser, download those, sideload them, and you're good to go. And you don't need to use things like the Huawei wallets, the videos, and all that stuff. You can just do this in some different way. So you can select, for instance, the option here, don't have a Huawei ID or forget password, and that's how you can skip this. Yes, I know there was nothing about skipping in that statement, but hey, look at that, it's right here. Maybe later. Leave. Next, we have HMS Core. So just a bunch of spyware here. We have Ad ID statistics, so gather data and basically monetize it. Yeah, we're going to turn that off. No one needs that. Personalized ads, again, we're going to turn that piece of shit off as well. Again, no one needs that either. You don't need your device to give you ads based on what you talk about. That's effing creepy. It's still going to do this. It's just not going to give you the ads relevant to what you are talking about. But it's still going to be gathering it. These options don't stop this. They just stop the device from displaying ads based on those things. We have also auto update, and well, that's about it. You can turn that on if you want to. Not sure why this is actually turned off out of all the things, but anyway, let's move on. Enhanced services. So dear MIUI provider, a range of yeah, we're not going to be enabling all the services unless you want to, but it's basically more of these things like, hey, help us God basically improve these services by removing your privacy and gathering all the data on how you use the device, what you do, where you go, and all that stuff. Yeah, because we need all that to improve how our phones work. We need to know where you are when you're buying something, what you talk about, to help us improve our phones. How about no? Anyway, moving on, we have user experience improvement programs. Again, this is more of the same shit. Share analytics. And location services. Now, I do want to point out, location services is a very kind of misleading kind of term. Maybe not, but it's basically using GPS tracking, right? Nothing really new, but let's see. Location services use a global navigation satellite system, so GNSS, positioning or network information, Wi-Fi, cellular, Bluetooth, and IP to provide services with basically your location. Cool. Now, I do want to point out, you can select later, which technically would imply that it's not enabled, right? Which, I mean, it might not be. But the moment you connect to Wi-Fi or enable Bluetooth, well, that thing goes out the window. You might not have location on, and applications might want you to turn it on just for a very precise idea of where you live. But this option basically means absolutely F all if you actually want to use your device without. So the moment you enable things like even Bluetooth, which technically shouldn't really gather your location and technically doesn't, but it can connect with other devices, so the devices will see that your device specifically, and automatically those other devices can broadcast your information where this phone is located at, which completely removes the privacy purpose right here. And obviously just location automatically becomes enabled, even though things like maps won't know where you are because you don't have the GPS navigation, but you have Bluetooth, and Bluetooth can know where you are. And the applications that use that as well, which is just a load of actual like barnacles right here. Anyway, moving on, we have keep your software up to date, which we kind of had that before, just at the bottom of the page, which was disabled. So I guess now you can enable it by selecting enable and continue, or you can just continue with enable or update manually. Next, we have data import. So we can move over data from an old device to this one, and we have a couple of ways. So we have move data from another device, and that would be through phone clone. Or you can restore from Huawei Cloud. Now, this means that your backup is already on the Huawei Cloud. Now, I do want to also point out, so with this option, the phone clone, this is an application that has been out for a very long time, since Huawei was still usable in the US. Now, if you go to a Play Store, I believe this application still exists there. I'm going to quickly check on my phone. Let's see. So, phone clone. Now there's a bunch of different ones. Might be hard to find this crap. So you'd be looking for one that is made by Huawei. Now it, like I said, oops, that's a Xiaomi Mi Mover. But like I'm saying, you might be able to find this application in Play Store. But the reason I'm pointing that out is because that application will not work. So even though you can find it on Play Store, that's not where you want to download it from. Where you want to get it from is the Huawei website. They will provide you with the APK for your Android, for instance, that you can install and then use that to move over the data from your old device to this one. And this only works that way. Obviously, you can go the other way with this application. So make sure that when you're downloading the phone clone, you're doing it from the website, not the Play Store. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but the reason the Play Store one doesn't work is because it's severely outdated, and Huawei cannot update it just because no US companies can do business with them. So not Apple, but Google, for instance, cannot get an updated version of this application and put it onto their store because they cannot interact with Huawei as a company because of the trade ban or whatever you want to call it. Basically, Trump kind of going like, ooh, Huawei bad, and yeah, you're gone because you made too much money and you jeopardized the other devices that do the same kind of spying as you do. But hey, those are US companies and we can't have those be outshined by China. Anyway, I'm gonna set up this device as a new one. Next we have navigation and the gestures. So by default it tries to use those, but you can change the navigation method to buttons. Now I do personally prefer gestures, so I'm gonna switch back and select finish. Now before we can actually finish, we are blocked by malware, by basically just garbage. So these are applications that the device automatically tries to install on your phone, get those popular apps. Now, I don't want your popular apps. And holy shit, who the hell uses Edge as their browser on their phone? Are you high? So I'm gonna select all and then deselect all. I don't care for any one of these applications, and if I will, I can download it myself. So moving on. We are now in the home screen with the device fully set up. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to change brightness level on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Change your brightness level, just scroll down for the quick access menu, and here is your small brightness bar. To the right you make your screen brighter, and to the left you make it dimmer. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I'll show you how to turn off the flashlight on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. As you can see here, my flashlight is turned on. To turn it off, it's simple. Just scroll down and press on torch here. Scroll back up and make sure your torch is disabled. As you can see here, it's disabled. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to enable and disable airplane mode on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. To enable and disable airplane mode, just scroll down and here is your airplane mode button. If it's blue, it's turned on. If it's white or black, it's turned off. Now airplane mode disables all communications and basically required on all flights. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will answer the question if the Huawei Pura 80 Pro has wireless charging. So the short answer is yes, it does. Take your wireless charger, like this one here, and place it on the charger. As you can see, the phone is charging. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to change lock screen theme. To adjust lock screen theme, simply lock the smartphone and on this screen swipe up. Now swipe left or right to adjust theme of the lock screen. Tap on it and it's done. If you find the video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to enable mono sound. Stereo sound is default in nowadays phone. If you want to switch to mono, let's go to settings and go to accessibility. Enter audio. And select mono sound. Now you can adjust balance of the sound. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Ultra. In this video I'll show you how to apply symbol sticker theme. To apply symbol sticker theme, let's go to settings and next go to home screen and style. Enter theme, enter interactive and select symbol sticker. Apply or personalize and it's done. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will answer if the Huawei Pura 80 Pro has a headphone jack. So does the Huawei Pura 80 Pro have a headphone jack? And the answer is no. As you can see here, at the bottom there's no headphone jack, only a SIM card slot and the speaker. And at the top there's no headphone jack as well. So the Huawei Pura 80 Pro does not have a 3mm headphone jack. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's start with opening the dialer and entering a special code which is *06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window we've got the serial number of this device, so this is the first way, and the second way is through the settings. So let's open settings. Here let's scroll all the way down to find about phone, and as you can see the serial number of this device is right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to access File Manager on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So to access File Manager, scroll down from the middle of the screen to open search. In search type file. As you can see, just press files and make sure you're in the browse section like here, and here are your files. Press internal files and you can browse your phone's folders. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to enable power saving mode. To enable power saving or ultra power saving mode, on your smartphone go to settings and next go to battery. Select performance mode for power saving or power saving mode for ultra power saving. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the battery. As you can see right here, we've got the option show battery percentage, which in my case is turned on. However, if you've got it turned off, you will have only the battery indicator and you have to simply tap on the switcher. And as you can see, your device will immediately apply the percentage inside the battery icon. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to reset advertising ID on the Huawei Pura ID Pro. So first of all, open settings. To open settings, scroll down from the top to down. Press this little gear to open settings. And in settings, scroll all the way down to HMS Core. Here you can see the Ads option. Click and press Reset Ad ID. Confirm your action. Now you reset your Ad ID. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer and enter the special code, which is *##06#. And as you can see by this code, we are provided with both IMEI numbers of this device, so let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. So let's open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. And scroll a little bit to find both IMEI numbers. As you can see, they are right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to open the recycle bin on the Huawei Pura ID Pro. So first of all, open File Manager by scrolling down from the middle of the screen. And here in Search, type Files or File. And here is your Files app. In here, in the Browse section, click on Recently Deleted. And here is your recycle bin. If it has items in it that you want deleted, just press the recycle bin. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to charge it wirelessly. In order to charge your smartphone wirelessly, simply place it on the wireless charger on this area, like this. As you can see, the smartphone is charging. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to use Emoji on lock screen. To assign Emoji on lock screen, first let's go to Settings and go to Home Screen and Style. Select AOD and now select Interactive. Right here you can go to Emojis and select emoji you would like. Tap Apply, and now the emoji should be available on the lock screen AOD. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to change wallpaper and icon style. To adjust wallpaper on your smartphone, first let's go to Home Screen and Style. Go to Wallpaper, Allow, and select New Wallpaper from the list. You can also select Theme, AOD, Magazine Unlock. To adjust icons, tap on Icons and select Icon Style. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down to find the security. Here scroll down again and go to more settings, and here tap on encryption and credentials. At the bottom of this, we've got the option we're looking for, so delete all credentials. Let's simply tap on it and tap on delete. And as you can see, our device will show us the information that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to toggle call vibration on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So first of all, open settings by scrolling down from the top and pressing this little gear button at the top right corner. In settings, scroll down to sound vibration. You'll have to scroll down, but it's right here. And here scroll down all the way down to more settings. And here you can see the vibrate when ringing toggle. Turn it off or on to your liking. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can change theme of Celia keyboard. All you need to do is launch your keyboard and hit this icon at the top left corner. Then select Skins. Tap on the best one for you to apply it and simply go back. So when I do that, as you can see, theme of my keyboard has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to configure, how to toggle touch vibration on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. First of all, open settings. If you don't know how to, for example, to open settings through the shortcut here, or scroll down from the top and press the button here to open settings. In settings, scroll down to sounds and vibration. Click on sounds and vibration and scroll down all the way down to the more settings option. In here, at the bottom you can see system haptics. Toggle it on or off to your liking. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to use screen recorder on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So to start recording your screen, scroll down and press on screen record. Now your screen is recording. To enable audio through microphone, press on this button. Now the screen recording hears you, and to stop your screen recording, just press on the timer. You can swipe up to share. Let's see what we recorded in gallery. Works pretty well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So as you can see, the screen in my device blacks out a little bit too fast for my liking. So let's change it. Let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find display brightness. Then let's go and find the sleep option, and here we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top, relatively short options, and at the bottom, the longest. So all you have to do is to tap on the option like to use. I'll pick 5 minutes, and as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, which means that from now on, after 5 minutes of an activity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings. And here we have to scroll until we will find apps and services. Then let's tap on apps at the top and tap on the 4 dots icon in the right upper corner. Here we have to tap on Reset App Preferences, and now your device is, our device is informing us what it will actually reset. So among others, disabled app notifications and background data restrictions for apps. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset, and basically this is it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to enable and disable screen lock sound on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So first of all, open settings by scrolling down from the top and pressing this little gear button at the top right corner. In settings, go to sounds and vibration, and in here scroll all the way down to more settings option. In here you can see the screen lock option for sound. Turn it on or off to your liking. Let's check how it works. It's a faint sound, but you can hear it. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to enable automatic cache clearing on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Alright, so first scroll down from the middle of the screen down and search for the Optimizer app. As you can see, it's right here. Open the Optimizer app and go to settings. Here make sure that the auto cleanup option is turned on, and it will clear cache every 14 days, which is 2 weeks. And clearing cache will save a little bit of storage space and make your phone just a little bit faster. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to enable setting which displays the speed of your Wi-Fi or your mobile data or the status bar. So on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro, go to settings by scrolling down the status bar and opening settings. In here, scroll up to the notification and status bar. In this menu, click status bar, and in here, toggle show network speed. Right now at the top you can see the network speed in the status bar. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to customize always on display function. To adjust AOD, firstly let's go to settings and then go to home screen and style and always on display. You can select full screen function, interactive function, images, graffiti, artistic, analog or digital. Then you can find your AODs or more AODs. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can resize font. All you need to do is go into settings and scroll to tap on display and brightness. Then you need to hit text size and weight and operate this slider under text size to adjust it. You can check out preview at the top. So when I do that and go back, I can see that size of my font has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to turn off running apps on this device. So we have to begin with opening the recents. If you've got the 3-button navigation, simply tap on the button with a square icon, and if you've got the gesture, swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and hold your finger somewhere here, so something like that. And here we've got the recents. And now all you have to do, if you wish, of course, to close all of them, is to tap on the trash bin icon. If you want to, you can close them one by one manually just by swiping them up. But the most efficient way is to simply tap on this trash bin icon. Now we can enter the recents to check, and here we've got no recent items, which means that we just successfully closed all background apps. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to reset the camera preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app, and currently we are on the video mode. You can switch to the photo one, but it doesn't really matter because we will open general settings just by tapping on this icon in the right upper corner. So let's tap on it, and here scroll all the way down to find a restore defaults. So let's simply tap on it, confirm it, and by tapping on OK. And as you can see here, we've got the evidence that the reset option worked, because this is the first thing our device will ask us if we are opening the camera for the very first time, so the access to the location. And this is how we can check that we just successfully reset camera preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to use macro camera. To activate the macro camera on your smartphone, firstly let's go to Camera, and now go to More. Enter Super Macro, and that's it. On the normal camera you can also use macro, but not the super one. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
To the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to set a custom notification sound on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So first of all, open settings through the shortcut here, or if you don't have it, just scroll down and press this little button. In settings, open the sound and vibration section through this button here, and here scroll down to notification tone. Now to set a custom notification sound, click on music on device to set it to a custom audio file you downloaded before. Select your audio file. It will play to make sure you selected the right file. Go back. Now you set a custom notification sound. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Ultra. In this video I'll show you how to fast charge this smartphone. In the beginning, let's go to settings of your device and go to battery. Firstly, make sure that the battery health is high and the smart charge is enabled. To preserve the battery health, your device will learn from your charging routine and delay fully charging past 80%. Once those functions are enabled, make sure that your smartphone is connected to a fast charger, and that's basically it. Thanks to these settings, you can quickly charge your smartphone and also preserve battery life. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will answer the question of if the Huawei Pura 80 Pro has a slow motion feature or not. So the short answer is yes. Let's check how it works. Go to camera, go all the way to more, right here, and press slow-mo. Now I'll record a short video. Let's see how it works. Now recorded my video. Let's check how it looks. Go to the video and press play. Of course, it's slowed down. Works pretty well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to reset network preferences on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find system and updates. Then let's go to this reset option, and right in the middle we've got reset network settings, so the option we're looking for. Here your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so Wi-Fi, mobile data and Bluetooth and Nearlink. So just tap on reset network settings, and here we've got also the information that this operation cannot be undone, so be aware about that before tapping on reset network settings. After tapping on it, your device will show you the information that we just successfully reset all network preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can rename it. All you need to do is go into settings and scroll all the way down right away. When you're ready, tap on About Phone section available at the bottom and hit the device name. Now you can type in whatever you want to, like Sunny, and hit OK to save your changes. So when I do that, as you can see, name of my Huawei has changed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to turn off the navigation ball on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Your navigation or assistive ball is of course this little ball right here. On Huawei it's called something different. To turn it off, open settings through the shortcut here, or if you don't have it, scroll down and open settings through this little button. In settings, scroll all the way down to system and updates. Here click on system navigation at the top and click on more at the bottom. Here you can see the navigation dock toggle. That's how the navigation ball called on the Huawei. Turn it off, and now it's turned off. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye. Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to change volume keys control on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So of course your volume keys are right here. To the top you make it a little louder, and to the bottom you make it a little quieter. You can change between media and ringtone settings. To open settings, of course, press this little shortcut, or scroll down, press this little button to open settings. In here, scroll down to sounds and vibration, and in sounds and vibration, scroll down to default volume button control. Here you can change it between changing the ringtone volume or the medium volume. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to reset all settings on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Updates. Then let's tap on Reset, and at the top we've got the option we're looking for, so let's tap on Reset All Settings. And here your device is informing you what it will reset. So network settings, fingerprints, face data recognition, and lock screen password. So let's tap on Reset All Settings. Let's draw the pattern or whatever screen lock you've got. And here we've got the information that your phone may need to be restarted, and this action cannot be undone, so be aware about that. And if you're ready, tap on Reset All, and now we have to simply wait until this whole operation will be finished. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So first of all, let's open the browser. And now we have to tap on the 4 dots icon in the right upper corner. Right now I've got this update icon, but no worries, here we've got 4 dots icon. And all we have to do is to enter the settings. Now let's scroll to this advanced section, and at the bottom we've got clear browsing data, so let's tap on it. And here we can decide what kind of content we want to remove. So here we've got the basic content, I would say, and here more advanced like cookies, passwords, site settings, and homepage news cache. If you're ready, just tap on clear data. Your device will ask you if you want to remove selected data, so just tap on clear, and as you can see we've got this information, which means that we just successfully removed browsing history. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So let's begin with opening your app gallery, which is right here. I mean, in my case, just find the app gallery, and now we have to tap on this Me icon in the right lower corner. As you can see right here, we've got app updates, so let's simply tap on it to check all of them. We can simply tap on View More, and here we've got the recommended updates. And basically all you have to do is to simply tap on Update next to the specific app which we'd like to update. Or if you wish, you can simply tap on Update All here, and your device will basically download all of the updates. Now you can simply turn it off. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Everything will happen in the background. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Huawei Pura ID Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can change default apps. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll to hit Apps and Services. Then select Default Apps and click one of those sections, or most people miss that you can also hit More and pick any of those. Either way, tap on one of them, click on an app you wanna set up as your new default, and confirm your choice in the pop-up by hitting Change. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to set a custom ringtone on the Huawei Pura ID Pro. So first open Settings through the shortcut here, or if you don't have the shortcut, scroll down to open Settings through this little button. In Settings, open the Sounds and Vibration section right here. Scroll down to the phone ringtone. Click on the phone ringtone, and in here, click on Music and Device to set a custom ringtone from a file you've already downloaded. In here, select your audio file. It will play, so you can make sure that you selected the right file. Click on this arrow, and now you selected a custom ringtone. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the HardReset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Hello, in front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video we'll check if Huawei supports MagSafe. In order to check it, right here we've got the MagSafe power bank. To check it, simply place the smartphone on the power bank. As you can see, the power bank does not fit the smartphone because of the lenses, and also magnetic function is not available here, but the smartphone is being charged through the power bank. In short, Huawei smartphones do not support MagSafe like iPhones. However, some Huawei models, such as Huawei P30 Pro, supports wireless charging with Qi standard, but do not magnetically attach to MagSafe accessories by default. If you find this video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So let's begin with making sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required, and simply for checking you can use Wi-Fi or mobile data. However, if you will decide to download the update, I highly recommend switching to Wi-Fi so you can avoid some charges, as the files which are connected with the update are quite large. Alright, so internet connection, and then go to settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Updates, and tap on Software Update at the top. And now your device will check for the updates, and basically you can meet two different scenarios. So this is the first one where your software is up to date and there's nothing to download. And the second one is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto rotation. All you need to do is go into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen and look for Lock Orientation shortcut with an open padlock or blue with a close one. As you can see, my orientation lock is here, so when I click, the padlock closes and shortcut turns blue. That means that your screen is locked in this orientation, so auto rotation is off. To enable it, unlock your orientation by hitting the same icon until it's gray and your padlock opens. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hello and welcome back to HardReset.Info. In this video, I will show you how to change screen timeout on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Let's begin! First, we want to simply head into the settings. Then we can scroll down a little and enter display and brightness. And right here below screen we have sleep. Currently it is set to after 30 seconds, which means that after 30 seconds of an activity, our screen should automatically lock itself. And usually the lower the value, the greater battery usage, because we are not using a battery to display screen to nobody, so battery usage goes down, and so is going to sleep. So if I would go and, for example, set it to 5 minutes, then if I would leave the phone and just go away, then the screen would still be up for 5 minutes straight, which is just a ton of battery waste to the bin, basically. But yeah, that's all for this video. If you found it useful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can clean storage. To delete junk files from your Huawei, you don't need to download any app. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll to hit Storage section available here, between Battery and Security. Then hit cleanup, wait, and hit cleanup next to junk files. Don't worry, it won't delete any needed files, any photos, or any app, just the junk files from your phone. So hit cleanup and wait. As you can see, after a couple of seconds, storage of my device was successfully cleaned. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can change display refresh rate. All you need to do is go into Settings and scroll to click on Display and Brightness available here. Now scroll again, and this time click on Screen Refresh Rate to tap on the best one for you: Dynamic, High, or Standard. After you decided, just go back. As you can see, screen refresh rate of my Huawei has changed. Personally, I would recommend to pick either Dynamic or Standard for daily use, because high not only will drain your battery, but also your Huawei might heat up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off easy mode. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling all the way down right away. Then select System and Updates available at the bottom. And finally click on Simple Mode under Reset. Last but not least, hit Enable and wait. So when I do that, as you can see, Easy Mode was successfully enabled. Now, if you wanna switch it off, go into Settings and click on Exit Simple button at the bottom in the middle. Then wait again. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can clone apps. First of all, go into Settings and scroll to hit Apps and Services. Then choose App Twin. Click on gray switcher next to any available app you wanna clone. If you can't see your app here, that means that App Twin is not allowing for you to clone it, so you need to pick one of those. Wait. And when your switcher is blue, you can go back to check it out. As you can see, my Snapchat was successfully cloned. To delete this clone, you can go back to the same settings and use now blue switcher. Then tap on Close in the pop-up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can locate all text correction options of Celia and Microsoft keyboards. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down to hit System and Updates. Then hit Language and Input and tap on your keyboard. In my case, my default is Celia, so let's start with this one. After tapping on it, select Input section and manage all of those options by tapping on all of those switchers. If you are using Microsoft, I just need to change mine real quick. click on it, tap on Typing section, and manage all of those options thanks to all of those switches. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot Huawei Pura ID Pro. Okay, it is really easy. All we need to do is to launch the power menu. We do it by holding the power button for long enough. And now, simply tap the restart button and tap once again to confirm. And now our device will be turned off, and we just need to wait until it turns on. It will be done automatically. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device is good for your device health, because during that process, our phone rests, we can say in that way, and also the RAM gets freed up, so it can also boost the performance of our device. If you are rebooting your device, for example, once a week, it's completely recommended and good for your device health. Also, if you have some problems, for example, that your apps don't want to launch, I had situations like that, and that's when the reboot helped me, and everything started working properly. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to check the battery health status on your Huawei Pura 80 Pro smartphone. In order to check it, you have to go to Settings, and in Settings select Battery, then go to Battery Health, and here you will see the maximum capacity, which is basically the battery state, the health state of your battery. 100% means that your battery is perfectly healthy. If it goes, well, it will go down over time, of course, and the lower the percentage, the unhealthier your battery currently is. And the battery cycles are the full charging cycles of your battery that your phone went through during your usage time. And you can also simply check what it says beneath, which says that the battery is in good condition for now, and that's actually awesome. So, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to soft reset or actually force restart this device. So this operation will be useful if for some reason your device stopped working properly and it does not respond to your touches. You cannot really do anything. All you have to do is to press the power button, which is right here, and volume down button together, so the combination of keys which is usually used for the screenshot, and press them long enough until you'll see the black screen and then the developer's logo. It should take approximately 10 seconds. So let me press both of those buttons. Obviously we've made a screenshot, but let's ignore it and keep pressing volume down button and power button, and wait patiently. We should see black screen, which is a really good sign. I prefer to keep it pressing until I see the developer's logo, or release the volume down button and simply press the power button, and as you can see we've got it, I mean the developer's logo, and it means that we just successfully forcefully restarted our device. In a second it should work perfectly fine again. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off auto brightness. Begin by opening Settings and tapping on Display and Brightness, available here. Now you can use this switcher next to Automatic, available under Brightness slider, to either turn it on or switch it off. Additionally, if you are interested in enabling or disabling auto brightness much faster, You can do that by going into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen and holding brightness slider. Thanks to it, you will get access to this pop-up, and when you tap on Settings, you can operate the same switcher much faster. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can set up screen lock. Begin by opening Settings and scrolling to click on Biometrics and Password. Then choose Lock Screen Password and tap on OK in the pop-up. All you need to do now is click on Change Password Type and pick the best one for you. Then create it. So pick 4-digit PIN, custom PIN, pattern, or alphanumeric password. Create it, remember it, and repeat it to confirm it. Then choose Done at the bottom right corner and wait. So when I go back, switch off my screen and turn it back on, I can see that pattern is required. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app. Just let me go through all of that. Alright, here we are in the camera and in the standard photo mode. So now all we have to do is to tap on this settings icon in the right upper corner. And here we have to scroll to the general section and localize the timer. So let's tap on it. In this device, we've got 4 different options. So off, 2, 5, and 10 seconds delay. So just tap on the option which you'd like to use. I'll pick 10 seconds. As you can see, it is immediately notified right here. And now, after getting back to the camera, we have to tap on the shutter button to check, and now your device will count down from 10, 5, or 3, depending on which option you've chosen, and after that time it will take a photo. Okay, and of course you can turn it off the same way, so just go to the settings again, tap on the timer, and tap on off. And from now on your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to enable dark mode on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Start by opening the Settings menu, then go to Home Screen, or go to Display and Brightness, and to enable dark mode, go to Dark Mode menu and either enable it for all day by switching this toggle to the right, and then you will constantly have the dark mode enabled on your smartphone, or you can, alternatively, you can schedule it by selecting the first option and then selecting the start time for the brightness to start working. By selecting the time value from this list, tap OK to confirm, and then select the end date, or the end time. So let's, for example, set the start to 10 AM, and this way we will enable the dark mode, and it will turn off automatically 6 in the morning the next day. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off location. Begin by going into Tab menu by swiping down from the top right corner of your screen. Now the fastest way to manage location is by finding shortcut of it, which is this one, and tapping on it. So when I do it now, my shortcut turned blue. That means that location is enabled, but you can always disable it by hitting it again until it's gray. If you have a bit more time though, you can also go into settings, scroll to click on location section available under privacy, and manage it thanks to this switcher next to access my location. Additionally, here you can check all of those options, including advanced settings of location in Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down and find System and Updates. Then let's tap on Language and Input and tap on Language and Region. Here we've got the list of all currently applied languages. We've got only one, so let's tap on Add Language, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So simply find yours and then tap on it. I'll pick Turkish. Your device will immediately ask you whether you'd like to change the system language to a new one. So just tap on Change to confirm. And as you can see right now, I've got the Turkish language applied, and the whole system is displayed in this language. If you've got more than one language added here, like I've got two, you can quickly change them just by tapping on the language you'd like to apply, and your device will immediately reorder them and apply the other language. If you wish, you can also remove the languages from this list. Just tap on Edit and tap on this X button next to the language which you'd like to delete. Tap on the tick icon in the right upper corner, and we've got only one language applied. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's begin with opening the camera app, and currently we are in the standard photo mode, so let's switch to the video one. If you can see the red dot inside the shutter button, for sure you're on the video mode. Now we can take a look at this option bar at the top, and on the left we've got the resolution, and we can simply change it by tapping. So right now we've got 1080p. After tapping on it again, we've got 1080p, but the ratio is different. Before we had the full screen applied, and now we've got 16:9. After tapping on it again, we can set it to 21:9. Tap on it again to 720p, 16:9, 4K, which is 16:9 also, and 1080p with full screen, so the option which we had at the very beginning of the video. So this is how to change video resolution. If you're not the biggest fan of changing it right here, you'd like to see all of the options at once, you can simply open the settings which are in the right upper corner, and here in the video settings we've got a video resolution. So let's simply tap on it, and as you can see here we've got all of them listed. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find security. Then let's scroll down and find more security here, and tap on install apps from external sources. So as you can see here, we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, specifically some apps. And let me pretend that I want to download the app from browser, not from the app gallery. So simply find the app, in my case browser, and then tap on the switcher next to allow app installs. Your device is informing you that you're doing it actually on your own responsibility, because some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, and you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. So if you're ready, just tap on enable, and now it is turned on and the browser is allowed to install apps. Of course, it will work with all other apps which are listed here, and you can always remove previously granted permissions. Just tap on the app and tap on the switcher, and now the browser is not allowed to install anything. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find home screen and style. Then let's tap on Wallpapers section, and as you can see here, we've got some pre-installed options from which we can choose. At the top, we've got also the option select from gallery, so you can set your own photo as a wallpaper. And at the bottom, you've got the option more wallpapers, so you can enter the themes and download some wallpapers after logging into your account. So let me choose something from those options, and all you have to do is to simply tap on the wallpaper. Now you can check how it will look like on the full screen. You can change the position of it. You can also zoom it in or out, and thanks to it you can decide how it will look like later on. So position it just like you want to. Here you've got also this blur option, so after tapping on it you can change the blur effect just by using the switcher. It's completely up to you, and if you're ready, just tap on apply. Now you can decide where you want to set it, so as a lock screen, home screen, or both, and I'll pick both options. So let me tap on it. Now let's wait a second. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been played successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me I've got Huawei P80 Pro. In this video I'll show you how to set up air gestures. In order to use air gestures, first you go to settings and go to gestures. Here you can enable air scroll, thanks to which you can scroll your smartphone via air gesture. And next, you can enable grab shot. Hold your palm out 20-40 cm from the screen, then make first fist when the hand icon appears. If you find the video helpful, please leave like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. Then let's localize software version and keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode. If you've got the password or PIN or basically a screen lock, you will have to enter it to confirm the whole step. Now we can go back to the general list of the settings and go to System and Updates, scroll down and find developer options. Let's tap to enter. And here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. So for example, you can enable the strict mode, you can change the drawing settings, so for example window animation scale. You can show pointer location. Here we've got some options which are connected with the no working overall, etc. So we've got a lot of options. So to turn on the feature, simply tap on the switcher on it, and as you can see, it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course, you can turn it off the same way, and if you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can turn them off. Just go to the very top of the list and tap on the switcher, and the developer options will disappear from the system settings. But of course, if you wish to customize them again, just go back to the software versions tab and keep tapping on it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to add the photo to contact in this device. So let's start with opening your contact list with the usage of the dialer, for example. Let's find the contact which you'd like to edit and tap on it. And tap on this edit icon here in the middle. Then let's tap on this profile picture, or actually simply the circle in the place where the profile picture should be. And as you can see, now we can take a photo. So open the camera app and take a photo of someone who's right in front of us, or we can choose the photo from the gallery. I will simply take a photo, so let me tap on it, and let me quickly just take a photo of this plant. Yep. Okay, we've got it. So now let me tap on this tick icon, and for some reason it is okay. Now it's perfect. So the tick icon, and now we can crop the picture. So we can change the position of the photo, we can zoom it in or out, and thanks to it we can decide what we will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circle is responsible for it. So position it just like you want to, and then tap on this tick icon in the right upper corner. Now tap on the tick icon again to confirm, and as you can see, we've got our photo applied. We will be able to see this photo on the contact after entering, and on the contact list, and of course during incoming calls from that number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to turn on eye comfort mode or reading mode on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. In order to enable one of these modes, you have to open Settings menu. In this menu, select Display and Brightness, and here you will find both eye comfort mode and reading mode, which is called ebook mode on this phone. Now, in order to enable eye comfort, you have to go into this menu. To enable it manually for all day, just switch this toggle to the right. If you want to schedule it instead, switch this toggle to the right, and then select the start and the end values from this list. If you want to enable it, if you want it to be enabled for some time every day on your phone. And you can also adjust the filter level by moving this slider to the right. If you move it to the right, you will increase the filter intensity. If you move it to the left, you will decrease it. And you can also enable flicker reduction if you want to by switching this toggle to the right. As for the ebook mode, you just have to go right here and then select which ebook mode you prefer, either the colored one or black and white, or switch it off. And so that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on and use one-handed mode. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Then tap on Accessibility Features and select one-handed mode available here. Now to activate it, hit the gray switcher right next to it. Then to use it, follow all of those instructions. If you are using gestures navigation, slide your finger across the bottom of the screen and hold. If you are using three keys, do exactly the same, you just don't have to hold at the end. So when I do that and hit got it, I can see that one-handed mode is working properly. To go back, click on blank area. To use your tiny screen on the other side, just swipe in an opposite direction. Then go back the same way. Last but not least, to disable one-handed mode, tap on the same no blue switcher until it's gray. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye! In front of me is Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can turn on or turn off autocorrection in both Cydia and Microsoft keyboards. First of all, go into Settings and scroll all the way down right away. Don't worry, I tested it, it will work, because here you can tap on System and Updates, then Language and Input, and finally one of your keyboards. Let's start with Microsoft because it's my default one. Click on it here, tap on Typing section, and use this switcher next to Autocorrect to switch it off or turn it on. Quick tip, if you decided to use autocorrection in your Microsoft keyboard, I would recommend to use this option called Undo Autocorrect on Backspace as well, because it's making using autocorrection even better. Now I will go back and show you how to enable it in Cydia. Click on it, tap on Input section, and use this switcher next to autocorrection to manage it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can wipe cache partition on this device. So, to get started, hold your power button, ignore any kind of pop-ups like this one that show up, and when you have this page open with the boot options, you can then let go and choose power off twice. This turns off the phone, and from here you want to hold the power button and the volume up at the same time. The device should start to boot up in a moment. There we go. Continue holding it. When Huawei logo disappears, you can let go of both of these buttons. There we go. Now this takes us to the recovery mode. So from here you want to select clear data and then select wipe cache partition. As you can see, it's a very quick process. So now we're just going to click on back and then restart, and this will boot us back into the Harmony OS. And there we go. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can capture a screenshot on this phone. So to get started, you'll want to open up content that you wish to capture, which for me, I'll be using the home screen as an example for this. So for me, the home screen is already open and visible. Make sure that whatever you want to capture on the screenshot is right now open and visible on your screen. And once it is, press the power button and the volume down at the same time, like so. It gets you this pop-up with the share and scroll shot options at the bottom. And share obviously allows you to send it to some people. Scroll shot allows you to capture a long version of a screenshot if the content can be scrolled down on. It can't be here. But as an example, web browser or something like settings, you could capture a long version. So you'd basically keep capturing more and more of the screen down, going down, and it would be in a single continuous image. So that's something that you could utilize this option for. Now, once you capture your screenshot, you can locate it by going into the gallery, and typically it would be located in the Photos tab, which might actually show your screenshots, but there is a better way, no matter what, to find your screenshots, and that would be by going into Albums, and in Albums you'll find a screenshot album. And here you can see screenshots and screen recordings, and here's the shot that I have captured just a moment ago. So there we go. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find, scroll all the way down and find System and Updates. Then let's tap on Date and Time, and here we've got some options connected with a date, time, and a time zone. Right now we've got everything set automatically, so just turn off this option, this switcher here, and now we can freely tap on date and change it just by swiping day, month, and a year. Tap on OK. And the same with the time, just tap on it and change it by swiping. Confirm it by tapping on OK. We can change the time zone, just tap on it, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available time zones from which we can choose. So find yours and then tap on it. It will be immediately applied. Here you can decide whether you'd like to use dual clocks. So basically your device will display two different clocks. The first one from the place you're currently in, and the second one from any other place in the world of your choice. So it's up to you. You can set your home city here, and also you can choose the time format. Unfortunately, it works only for time. I mean, we do not have a separate option for date. We cannot change it. We have to display it as day, month, and a year. And here, if you wish, you can use 24-hour time, just like here, or 12-hour format just by turning off this option. So this is the manual customization of date and time. Of course, you can go back to all previous settings simply by tapping on this switcher set automatically. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to connect your Huawei Pura 80 Pro to Bluetooth headphones. First of all, you're gonna have to pair your Bluetooth headphones. To do so, you have to make sure that your headphones are in the pairing mode. So if you want to check whether they are in the pairing mode, you should check at usually the blinking speed. If your device is in the pairing mode, the lights on it will blink rapidly, like in my case. And now what we have to do is swipe down the control center on your device. Hold your finger down on the Bluetooth icon, then go to Settings, make sure that your Bluetooth is enabled, and if your device is in the pairing mode, just check for available devices, and at some point that they have to appear on the list. Here they are. Tap on them, and then click Pair, and wait. Okay, and as you can see, the device stopped blinking rapidly. That means that they are paired right now, and we can start using them. And now whenever you enable your Bluetooth, your phone will automatically connect to this Bluetooth device. If you want to to forget it, you have to tap the gear icon next to the Bluetooth device and then select Unpair. And then you're gonna have to go through the pairing process once again if you want to start using your device again. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to customize, how to manage the night light or eye comfort mode. So let's begin with opening the settings. And right here, scroll and find display and brightness. Here we have to simply tap on eye comfort and turn it on just by tapping on this switcher next to enable all day. Now you can see that the screen turns a little bit yellowish or basically strange. It is in order to filter the blue light, and you can change the intensity level of that feature just by using this switcher. By going to the left, we can make it cooler. It is basically invisible, and by going to the right, warmer. So now you can really see the difference. Here you can also schedule that feature just by tapping on the switcher here, and you can choose the start and the end time just by swiping, and your device will apply the mode accordingly. Here we've got also the flicker reduction, so we can turn it on and off just by using this switcher. So this is the customization of this eye comfort mode, and if you wish to have much faster access to it, you have to unroll the top bar and here try to find the toggle connected with the eye comfort, which is right here. So simply tap on it to turn it on and tap on it again to turn it off. If for some reason you cannot find the eye comfort here, no worries, simply tap on this edit icon in the right upper corner. Here tap on this plus icon, try to find the eye comfort mode here and tap on the plus icon, and your device will automatically apply the toggle from this section to this default one. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got a Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to change the keyboard language on this device. So let's start with opening the app which will provide you with the keyboard. So for example, messages, notes, browser, settings, whatever, just have the keyboard on the screen. And now all we have to do is to tap on this three dots icon here in the upper panel of the keyboard. Then let's go to the settings and here tap on languages. Here we've got the list of all currently applied languages. We've got only English, and under it we've got those which are pre-installed, so we can freely choose something from those. Let me pick Greek. Just tap on the language which you'd like to apply. Let me go back. I just wanted to show you that it will immediately appear at the top. So here in this your languages section. So now let me go back to the keyboard actually. We can do it here because I wanted to show you how to use the keyboard with two or more languages added before I'll show you how to remove the language. So here in the keyboard we've got the space bar with those arrows. Thanks to which we can actually change the language. Just by swiping on the keyboard we can change the keyboard layout. We've got English and Greek in my case. Alright, so in order to remove the language we have to go to the languages again. And here all you have to do is to simply tap on the switcher next to the language you'd like to turn off, because as you can see it's still saved here, but all we have to do is to simply long press to delete, tap on delete, and it will be immediately removed from our keyboard. Obviously we can still set it here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
In front of me is Huawei Pura ID Pro, and today I would like to show you how you can open apps in pop-up view. All you need to do is launch an app you wanna use in this view and access it in the background. When you do that, you will see this icon at the top right corner of it. Click on it and wait. As you can see now, I can use my app in this little window. To move it around, hold this line at the top and drag it. To scale it, hold one of its bottom corners and drag it as well. Now, if you want to use all of those options at the top, I can tell you quickly how to do it. This one at the top left corner, when clicked, will let you use your app in full screen view right away. This one though will minimize it and turn it into a bubble. You can hold and move this bubble around. And also, thanks to it, you can close your window completely by dragging it to bin icon until it's red. If you wanna access your window again, just tap on the bubble. You can also minimize it by tapping on Home button. Then to get access to it again, click on Tiny Window. Last but not least, to close your window completely, you can click on this X at the top right corner. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Bye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find sounds and vibration. Whoa, sorry. Then let's scroll and find this ringtone section, and as you can see we've got the phone ringtone here, so let's tap on it. Give the permissions. Here we've got the phone ringtone divided into two different SIM cards, so it means that you can set the totally different ringtone for the first one and distinct one for the second one. I will show you simply how to do it for the first one. It basically works the same. Right here we've got the list of pre-installed ringtones. At the bottom we've got the option None, which means that after choosing it, your device will not use any kind of sound to notify about the incoming call. And on the other hand, right here at the top we've got a music on device and video ringtones. Basically, music on device refers to the files which you will, for example, download or record. You will be able to choose them and set them as a ringtone if you wish. So in order to listen how the particular ringtone sounds, you have to simply tap on it and you will be able to simply listen to it and decide whether you like it or not. Oh my god. Alright, so this is how it works, and let's pretend I wish to have this free option to be set as my ringtone. So simply tap on it, mark it, and then go back, and that's all. You do not have to confirm anything. As you can see, it is notified right here, which means that from now on our device will use the chosen ringtone to notify about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80, and today I will show you how you can boot this phone into recovery mode. So, to get started, you will want to hold your power button and ignore any kind of pop-ups like this one with the AI voice. If you hold it long enough, it shows up with this page right here, and you just want to select power off twice. This obviously turns off the device. And when it's off, you want to hold both the power button and volume up at the same time. Now, sometimes when the phone doesn't start turning on right away, you can let go of these two buttons and hold them again, which I just did. Hopefully that won't mess it up. And I think it did. Oh, never mind, it didn't. Okay, so once you have this page open, you can automatically get or let go of the two buttons, and in here you can navigate using just a touch as you'd normally do. Now, the reason I'm kind of clarifying this is because most recovery modes actually require you to use volume buttons like this to navigate. Anyway, in here we have several different options. So we have a restart, we have clear data, update mode, and safe mode. Now under clear data, we have wipe cache partition and the factory reset. So that's about everything that we have right here. So I'm going to select restart, which brings me back to the, the Harmony OS. And there we go. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to check the screen protection type on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So let's start with the default screen, which is, by the way, well, we can tell that it is a screen protection by itself, as the Huawei Pura 80 Pro uses Crystal Conlon Glass 2.0, which is an ultra-durable glass designed to be highly resistant to scratches and damage, about 20 times stronger than standard glass. And you can learn more about it on the official Huawei specifications page for your smartphone. To learn more about this material. And if you want to see if your phone uses additional screen protection, you just have to check the edges of your phone to see if there is an additional layer to your glass. Let's take a look. If we take a closer look, especially at the edges right here, we can clearly see the additional layer, which is the screen protection for this smartphone. You can also easily spot it around your frontal camera, as it stands out a little bit. And generally, for added screen protection, Huawei also offers tempered glass with screen protectors with 9H hardness rating for extra scratch resistance, which can be purchased separately or through Huawei's premium devices. So that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope that it helped you, and if it did, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to activate automatic system updates on this device. So I'd like to show you two different ways. The first one is a little bit more user-friendly and the second one is more advanced. So let's start with the first one. Let's open the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find the system and updates option. Then let's tap on a software update and tap on this settings icon in the right upper corner. So here we've got two different options, and first of all you have to make sure that this auto download over Wi-Fi is turned on. If you've got it turned off, then simply tap on the switcher, and here I highly recommend to use this update overnight option, because your device will automatically update the system. It will restart between 2 and 4 a.m. If it is not in use. So if you are sleeping or something like that. So the next day you will simply wake up with a brand new system update applied. So simply tap on the switcher here and you're good to go. And the second way is a little bit more advanced. As I said, let's go back to the settings, go to About Phone, which is at the very bottom of the list. Here let's localize software version and keep tapping on it until you'll see that you're in the developer mode, and if you've got the screen lock you will have to enter it to confirm the whole step. Then go back to System and Updates and go to Developer Options. And here, after scrolling down a little bit, we've got this option, Automatic System Updates. So you can simply tap on the switcher here, and from now on your device is allowed to apply the updates whenever it will be restarted, and of course whenever the update is available. You can turn this option off just by tapping on the switcher again, and You can turn off the developer options just by tapping on the switcher. Be aware, because if you wish to keep this option turned on, I mean the second one, which I've just shown you, you will have to keep the developer options opened. I mean, do not disable them by tapping on this switcher at the top. Alright, so and that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So let's begin with opening the dialer. Start with your contacts, find the contact which you'd like to block and tap on it. And then tap on more options here, the 4 dots icon. As you can see here, we've got this option block contact, so just tap on it. I don't know what happened. I didn't want to share it, I wanted to block it. Alright, okay, I thought that something went wrong, but that was just a misclick. As you can see here, we've got this information, which means that the number has been blocked successfully, so you will not receive any incoming calls or text messages from it. You can unblock it the same way, right here, remove from blacklist, but let me leave it like this. We will check whether it will appear on the blacklist. So now, to open the blacklist, we have to open the phone. So let's tap on the dialer actually, and tap on the 4 dots icon in the right upper corner. Then let's go to blocked. And here we've got a call and message block rules, which you can customize. It's completely up to you whether you'd like to block incoming calls or not. All we have to do here, to be honest, is to enter the settings in the right upper corner. And here, finally, we've got the blacklist. So as you can see, it's really, really hidden for some reason. I have no idea why. So that's the number we blocked from our contacts, and the previous option also works, as you can see. Here we've got also this plus icon, so we can add the phone number manually, block prefix, add from contacts again, call log or messages. So here we can add manually. As you can see, we can enter the number. We do not have to have it saved on the contact list. Alright, so just enter it and tap on OK, and as you can see, it has been immediately applied here, which means that we blocked the calls and messages from this number. If you wish to unblock the number, just tap on it and hold it. And now mark all the, maybe not all, mark the contacts which you'd like to unblock and tap on remove. Tap on remove, and as you can see, they will be immediately unblocked. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Okay, we have two ways how we can do it. We can perform a normal reboot using the power menu, and we can also perform a forced restart. I'll show you both methods. Let's begin with the simple reboot. To perform it, we need to launch our power menu. Simply hold power button for long enough until the power menu appears. Now all you need to do is to simply tap the restart button, then tap once again. After that, our device will be turned off, wait a few seconds, and it will be automatically turned on back again within a few seconds. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device can solve problems such as long time of opening the apps, or for example when apps doesn't want to launch at all. I had a few situations like that, and a reboot helped me when it comes to that. Also, during the reboot, our phone rests. Also, the RAM gets freed up, so sometimes it's even recommended to perform a reboot to let our phone rest for a moment. And it can help with its performance. So that's the first method. Now I'll show you the second one, which is called the forced restart. You can also read about it, how to perform it. We need to hold power button and volume down button for more than 10 seconds to force restart the device. And this method is recommended when we cannot perform the first method that I have just shown you, or for example in situations when we have frozen on or unresponsive screen. That's the moment when we should perform a forced restart. So now let me show you how to do it. So let's grab our phone and let's hold the power button and volume down button. Don't worry that you have taken a screenshot. Sometimes it happens. You can always delete it later in the settings, in the gallery. Okay, you can see that the screen has turned off. Okay, the logo appeared, so we can release our fingers, and now simply wait until the phone turns on. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to enable adaptive refresh rate on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. First, you have to open Settings on your smartphone. Then, go to Display and Brightness section and scroll all the way down to Screen Refresh Rate and open this menu. Here you can choose between Dynamic, High and Standard refresh rates, and the dynamic one is the one that you're looking for, but let me briefly explain how it works. So the standard refresh rate is the 60 Hz, which will save a lot of power on your phone if you enable it, as it will simply set all the transitions, all the animations to 60 Hz, which will affect the way that you see your phone's display, but yeah, it will save your battery power a lot. Now the high refresh rate will enable 120 Hz refresh rate, which will make all the animations and transitions look very smooth. However, it will also take a lot more battery power. But the dynamic one basically uses the refresh rates closer to the standard one when you aren't moving your screen, or when you don't really need the refresh rates to be very high. And once you start using your phone, once you start moving the screen, the animations and the transitions will smoothen to up to 120 Hz, which will make which basically adapts your device's display refresh rate. So not adapts but balances between 60 and 120 Hz. And so yeah, it has average impact on your battery, and it also is a great option if you want to have the smooth display transitions and animations and don't want to use a lot of battery power for it. So that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I'll show you how to set up parental control on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. To set up parental control, first open Settings by scrolling down from the top to bottom, pressing this little gear, and in here, scroll down to the Digital Wellbeing or Digital Balance section. Open it, press Start, and here to set up parental control, click My Child, then press OK to move on. And now you set up parental control with the PIN you entered before. Here you can change many settings from screen time to blocking websites. So let's set screen time, open your PIN of course. Here you can set the screen time to whatever you want. Set it to 3 hours on work days. You can also add rules. For example, Saturday and Sunday, all days. Set it to 4 hours. Press confirm right here. Then go back. Here you can limit apps that your child is using. You can disable certain apps. For example, let's disable this app, I don't even know what this is. Press Never Allowed. Press OK. You can also set a time limit for apps. Let's check another app like Books. Let's set a limit to 5 hours, which is actually more, so let's set it to less. Press OK. Now go back. You can also disable certain websites on the Huawei browser. Access restrictions. Press browser restrictions. And add websites that you don't see fit. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the Hard Reset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can boot this device into safe mode. So, to get started, we will need to turn off our device, so hold your power button and ignore any kind of like AI voice that shows up like this one. And when you have this page, select power off. The phone will turn off, and when it does, you then want to hold power button and volume up at the same time. After a brief moment of holding them, you should see the Huawei logo, and when you do, continue holding this and only let go when this logo disappears. Now this takes us to the recovery mode, and in here you just want to select safe mode at the very bottom, and this will now reboot the device and bring you to safe mode. Now in safe mode, only the pre-installed applications will function, so any app that you have installed yourself will be temporarily disabled and neither you nor the device can start it up. And this is obviously done for troubleshooting purposes. So there we go. You can see we have safe mode marking right here. Now widgets usually don't work in here as well, and it looks like Huawei actually hides the applications that don't work in this mode, as we do have empty spot here and here, which I think there were some applications in here. Now once you're done with this mode and you want to go back to the normal one so you can use all the applications and actually see them, hold power button again ignore the AI voice, and select restart. And you can see we're now back in the Harmony OS. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to change the system navigation from gestures to buttons and the other way around. Alright, so let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Updates. Right here we've got the system navigation, so let's tap on it, and here we've got two different options. So if you've got the gestures and you want to set the 3-key navigation, simply tap on this option here. It will be immediately applied. Here you can tap on the settings, and as you can see, we've got the chance to customize the navigation key, so we can reorder back button and the recent, and we can also add this additional button which will hide our panel. So this is the customization, and obviously if you've got the 3-key navigation and you want to set the gestures, simply tap on this first option. You can go through the gesture tutorial. Your device is actually showing you the option, so you can just tap on start. I don't want to do it. I will also explain it to you in a second. And as you can see, instead of the 3 buttons, we have actually nothing. Let's go to the settings, and basically, usually we will have this navigation bar, but as you can see, it is hidden. We can hide it just by tapping on the switcher. You can also decide whether you'd like to slide across bottom to switch apps. I'll show you it in the second. Alright, so in order to get back to the previous page, just like by using the back button, you have to swipe your finger from the side to the center, and if you can see this arrow, like here, you can release the finger. Don't wait for too long because you will open this taskbar from the side. So just swipe and release, and we just got back in the same situation from the right side. If you wish to get back directly to the home page, simply swipe your finger from the bottom to the center of your device and make sure that this motion is quick and short, so something like that. And if you wish to open the recents, repeat the gesture, so from the bottom to the center, and hold it somewhere here. I mean, hold your finger here, something like that. And here we've got the recents. I also told you that I will show you the swiping gesture to change the apps. So basically, if you are on the app and you have other apps opened in the background, you have to simply swipe at the bottom to change through the apps. As you can see, it's quite easy and really nice. It's a really nice option. It's quick, easy, accessible, and all of other adjectives. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reset Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Okay, we have 2 methods how we can do it, and I'll show you both methods. First, and the recommended method is a reset using the settings, and a second method is by using the recovery mode. The second method is recommended, for example, when our device is frozen, lagged, basically when we cannot perform the reset through the settings. Let's begin with the first method. Let's open up the settings. Now scroll all the way down until you find System and Updates. Now find the reset. And in here, of course, we are interested in the last option, reset phone, but we can also reset all settings or reset network settings right in here. Let's select the last option. Remember that all of your data will be erased from your phone. And now, all you need to do is to click on Reset Phone. After that, your device will be turned off. Then wait a few seconds, the phone will be automatically turned on, and the next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process. That's the first method. Now I'll show you the second one. To launch the recovery mode, we need to power off our device first, so let's hold the power button. And click on Power Off. Now, to get access into recovery mode, we need to hold power button and volume up button at the same time. So, start holding both buttons until you get into recovery mode. Okay, it has launched. To move around this menu, we use the volume keys. Now we need to select Clear All Data. If you want, you can also use your fingers, because the screen is also fully responsive. Now select Factory Data Reset. Tap Power button to confirm. And now we need to type the word Yes using our keyboard. Select Factory Data Reset. Confirm, and now wait until your data is wiped. It shouldn't take long, so don't worry. Okay, reset successful. Now select Back, select the Restart, and now wait until your phone turns on. The next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process, just like in the first method. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to adjust color, temperature and display modes on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. First, let's go to Settings, and in Settings select Display and Brightness. To adjust color, mode and temperature, go into this menu. Here you can either select one of the presets. The first one is the normal color mode. The second one is the vivid for more vivid colors, as you can see on this example. If with the normal color mode, the colors will look kind of bleaker than with the vivid one. But for some people, I think this kind of pastel colors is just not suitable, so you can go with the normal mode. And so you can also change the color temperature by selecting either warm or cool one, or just adjusting it yourself. And to adjust it yourself, you just have to move this circle around this spectrum to select which color temperature suits you the most. And to reset, just select the default color temperature mode. Now, as for the display mode, you can go with dark modes by enabling it in this menu. You can enable it for all day, or you can schedule it by switching this toggle to the right and then selecting the start and the end time for it. You can also go with the eye comfort mode, just like with the dark mode. You can either enable it all day or schedule it, and you can also adjust the filter level by moving this slider to the right to increase the filter intensity, or to the left to decrease it. And you can also enable the flicker reduction option here. And the last display mode is ebook mode, which will either set your device to a colored ebook mode or black and white ebook mode. So if you want to read a book on your phone and do at the least harm to your eyes by constantly looking at your device's display, surely go with the ebook mode. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and let me share with you how to add the fingerprint to this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find biometrics and password. Then let's tap on the fingerprint ID, and basically if you've got the screen lock, a regular screen lock, then you will be transferred to another step. But if not, you have to add it right now. I do not have my screen lock, so you can set the PIN, pattern or alphanumeric password. I'll simply pick the pattern, redraw it and tap on done. And now we can decide for what we want to use our fingerprint for, or do it later and tap on new fingerprint. I will simply mark unlock device, and I will be transferred to this animation where they are explaining us what we should do. And as you can see, there is an information that there is no need to lift the finger, because usually we will just put our finger on the sensor and then take it out and then put it again, and so on and so on. But now all we have to do is to actually roll, slide in a circle our finger on the power button, which is right here, and that's quite innovative, I would say. All right, so let me put my finger on the sensor and then slide it, and as we can see, it is progressing. It is I believe recording our finger. All right, let's do it more. Okay, come on. Okay, we just did it, which is nice. So just tap on OK. I don't want to set face recognition. Here we've got some additional options regarding the unlocking. So for example here, unlock when the screen is off, rest the finger or press the button. And personally, I think that rest finger is much more comfortable, because you're simply putting your finger on the sensor, not pressing it. Here you can decide whether you'd like to feel the vibration when the fingerprint is not recognized. It's up to you. This is the fingerprint list. This is the fingerprint we just added. We can rename it or remove it, add new fingerprint, and identify fingerprint. So all we have to do now is to check the fingerprint. So let's lock the device and let me check if it is working. So let me put my finger on the sensor, and the device is unblocked, which means that we just successfully added the fingerprint to it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I'll show you all unlock methods on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro. So first I'm gonna open settings. To open settings through the shortcut here, or if you don't have it, scroll down and press this little button. In settings, scroll down to biometrics and password. And before you can do anything, you need to set the lock screen password. Click on the lock screen password, press OK. And here you can set a 6-digit PIN. If you don't want a 6-digit PIN, you can change your password type. Just press here and select the password type you want, like a 4-digit PIN, custom PIN pattern, or alphanumeric password. I'm going to set a pattern like this. Set your pattern once, remember it, and now draw it again. Click done, and here it prompts you to add a fingerprint. Let's add a fingerprint. Of course, you can just set it here, fingerprint ID. First draw your pattern and press on new fingerprint. On the Huawei Pura 80 Pro, your fingerprint is right here. So use your thumb or any other fingers that you see fit. Just move it around for a while. Of course, the phone will display where you need to move your thumb. I'm going to speed up. Alright, now I'll set my fingerprint. Let's press OK. And now I'll go back. There are two more ways to unlock your phone. First of all is face recognition. Click on face recognition. Draw a pattern to unlock. Press on get started. And just record your face. Follow the instructions the phone gives you. Once you've done that, press done. And now go back. There is one more way to unlock your phone, and then smart lock. Make sure it's enabled. And where a Bluetooth device you've paired with is nearby, your phone will automatically unlock. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the Hard Reset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. Now, before I get started, I do want to quickly mention that you can do this kind of reset in order to get rid of a screen lock if you have one set that you just don't know. Maybe, I just say your child set one up and you kind of out of luck right now, and you need to reset your device to basically get rid of it. So, to do so, what you would do is, no matter if you're on a lock screen or home screen, you would just hold your power button, ignore the AI crap, and then select power off from the options. Now this turns off your device, and when it's off, you then want to hold power and volume up at the same time. Now we're going to be holding it for like probably 10 seconds or so. So after a moment, you should see the Huawei logo, and once it disappears, you then want to let go of the buttons. So it should disappear right about now. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. There we go. So as you can see, this takes us to the recovery mode. Now in here, just select clear data and then factory reset. Now this will quickly get you this pop-up right here. So enter the word yes, then touch the button below to confirm the factory reset. This will wipe all user data on the device. And we're going to confirm it by selecting factory reset. Now this here only takes a couple of seconds, so it's not a very long process. And once it's finished, I believe the device will reboot on its own. Or not. So we're going to click on back and then reset. Now by clicking reset, the device is now rebooting, and then it's going to continue resetting itself in the background. Once it's finished, we then will be presented with the Harmony OS setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got Huawei Pura ID Pro, and let me share with you how to turn off ads and their personalizations. Alright, so let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find this HMS core. Alright, now let's tap on ads, which are at the top. And first of all, I highly recommend to simply tap on disable personalized ads, so you will now receive the ads which are showing you the things which you've been searching for, etc. You can also, and I highly recommend that, reset advertising ID. Tap on reset, and here we've got also more information. So for example, you can disable collection of advertisements statistics if you wish. You can do it here, and you can also learn more about the advertisements. But first of all, reset advertising ID and then disabled personalized IDs, because thanks to it we won't be forced to buy something. We won't be seduced. Alright, another thing which I highly recommend to do is to set the private DNS. So we have to open the settings here, then scroll up and find more connections. Then go to private DNS, and here we've got this automatic option, but I highly recommend to simply tap on configure private DNS. And here we have to enter dns.adguard.com. Okay, and if it is set, it means that it works. As you can see, it is notified right here, and thanks to it you will receive less advertisements. Moreover, I highly recommend, and obviously, I mean, this tip is obvious, but sometimes we forget about it. I highly recommend to simply go to your app gallery and try to download the blockers, the ad blockers. There are a lot of things, a lot of types of ad blockers. You can download the ad block for the browser, you can download the ad block for overall the system, etc. So highly recommend to check all of the options which are available nowadays, because for sure it will help you. Moreover, if you've got the app which is showing you a lot of notifications, I mean right here in this panel, notification panel, and obviously those notifications are connected with the advertisements, and you're not really sure if you need them, and there are no other essential notifications, I highly recommend to simply turn off those notifications. So let's go to the settings. Here we have to scroll and find app and services, and go to apps at the top. Now simply search for the app which is showing you notifications. So let's pretend it is browser in my case. Just tap on the app, go to notifications, and simply turn off allow notifications, and your device will not show you the notifications with the advertisements. Obviously, if this is the app from which you're receiving quite important notifications, then I do not recommend doing that. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura ID Pro, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top right side of the screen, which will bring down your toggles. The left one has notifications. And in here, find the Do Not Disturb mode. Now, I believe it should be added by default. Oh, it's right here. So yeah, I think it's added by default, but if you can't see it anywhere, you can just click right here. Click on the plus and find your Do Not Disturb mode somewhere in here. And just click on the plus and then the check marks. Now, once you see your Do Not Disturb mode, you can either tap on it to the icon to enable it, or you can hold it, go to Settings, and in here you can customize this mode. Now, going over a couple of the options in here. So we have schedule mode. There is one always pre-made one, basically runs from 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. every single day, though it says Saturday and Sunday. That's weird. Usually they're all week long. As you can see, you can tap on the text right here to change the settings. You can also add multiple ones. And if you're planning to use a schedule mode, just make sure that it's toggled on in here. That's all you need to do. From now on, the device will be turning it on and off at a provided start and end time and the day of the week. You can have multiple modes running at the same time, but I'm going to be talking about this as a manual usage. So moving on, below that we have allow interruptions. So here you can select who can call you and who can message you. And on top of that, for calls, we have additional option which looks to be enabled by default, and it's the option that allows people to reach you no matter what you select under calls if they call you twice within a 15-minute period. So it's basically like an emergency thing. Usually people spam call you. That would allow them to reach you even when this mode is enabled. Now, closing this off, whenever you want to turn it on manually, find this toggle and simply tap on it. First time around, if you don't check the box also, it will be bringing up this window. So when enabled, calls and notifications will be silent, alarms will ring as usual. Now, we don't need to see this every time, so we're going to check the box right here and select enable. And from now on, this actual pop-up won't show up again. And you can see right here, the moon icon or Do Not Disturb mode is now enabled. Now, one thing to keep in mind is Do Not Disturb mode runs indefinitely in the background by default. So you will need to remember to turn it off. And you can do so by just finding the toggle, tapping on it once, and you can see it turns it off. Now, if you tap on a text, you do have the option to also do the schedule modes in here, but unfortunately, there is no option to enable it for a specific period of time like most other devices have. So, like I said again, you will need to remember to turn it off. Now, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can record screen on this phone. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top of your screen. Now make sure you do it from the top right side, as the left one shows you notifications. And in here, find the screen recording toggle, which for me it is right over here. Now, you sometimes might need to add this toggle. So if you don't see it anywhere here in this list, you can click on this box right here, click on the plus, and then add the toggle screen recording if it's visible here. Anyway, from here, you're just gonna either tap on it or hold it. By holding it, it should, I guess, not take us to the settings. Okay, so I guess there is no settings. So by tapping on it, you get this pop-up right here, screen recorder. So we need to agree to allow the device to record, or to use basically microphone and have access to files. Now, when you click on this, it will automatically begin recording, as you can see, and microphone will be turned on by default. Also, whatever you'll open up right now will be recorded by the screen recorder. And once you're done, you can click right here to stop it. Now, I do want to point this out, at least on Android, screen recorder sometimes gets blocked by applications like Netflix, Spotify, and so on. Basically every cunt application that has subscription that decides that your rights don't really matter on your phone because it's not your phone anymore. If that application is installed, it's their phone, and they're deciding that you're not going to be recording their application with the screen recorder function. So because of that, you end up having just a black screen. Now, I don't know if this is the case right here. There is no application that I can check. But if you have any kind of like streaming application that has a subscription, obviously those applications would usually be affected. Now, just to kind of give you a heads up, this feature in general would have been good if it was not misused by piece of shit companies like that. As an example, the correct example here, if you have a bank application and you just want to, I don't know, open it up, you typically type in your PIN. When you type in your PIN, if there is some kind of malware that can spy on you by seeing your screen, which is the same kind of feature as though you were recording your screen or capturing a screenshot, then they could virtually see your PIN being inserted into your bank, knowing basically how to access it. So in this kind of circumstance, this screen kind of pinning option, as that's how it's called, is very helpful. So malware can't see what you're typing in and what's in general on your account or in the entire application that you have opened. But like I said, it's being misused for the most part by garbage streaming platforms. Now, going back to our screen recording, we can open up our gallery application and our screen recording will be located under the albums right here. And you want to navigate to screenshots. Now, I know it's called screenshots and what I'm showing is a screen recording, but basically this album contains both screenshots and screen recordings. Now I only have one thing, which is the screen recording. And you can see it right here. So anyway, with that being shown, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can enable power saving mode on this device. So, to get started, you will want to pull down your toggles by swiping down from the top right side of the screen. Left has your notifications, as you can see. So, right side, and obviously look for the power saving mode. If it's not visible by default, which looks to not be, we will need to add it ourselves. And we can do that by clicking right here on this box, then clicking on the plus, and finding this mode right here. There we go. You can see power saving mode. So click on the plus, it gets added. Click on the check mark twice, and there we go. We have our power saving mode added now. So from here we can quickly toggle it on and off at will. Now we should also be able to, there we go, hold it, and this will take us to the settings. Now I wanted to kind of briefly navigate in here. As number one, it will give us just a little bit of information what the power saving mode will do. So when enabled, number one, it will extend our battery to about 38.5 hours, give or take. It's not precise, but it tries to give you like some kind of understanding, and gives you the info that save power by disabling features such as always on display and auto syncing. You can tap on learn more and have the entire like list of different things that will be changed. So disable always on display, auto syncing, haptic feedback, system sound, visual effects, screen time or shorten screen timeout, restricts background app activity, and reduce system performance. Now the most important portion of this entire list in reality is the auto syncing. What this refers to is basically the device looking for things like emails and messages from applications that require internet connection. So things like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, your email provider or whatever will not be giving you any kind of messages on its own when you're not using the device. So when power saving mode is enabled and you want to see if you get, looking for some kind of emails and stuff like that, you will need to deliberately open up the application and look for them. Same thing goes for WhatsApp or Messenger, though I'm not even sure if this is available on this phone, but just as an example. So just be aware of this, as it does kind of change the way the device functions, and to some people this might be very important. Now additionally, we do have also no, we don't have anything. We do have the performance mode, but that is completely opposite of what you might be looking for. So increases the performance of the device and reduces battery life. And by the looks of it, there is no ultra power saver mode or something along those lines. So yeah, let's just close this. And whenever you want to use this power saving mode, just click on the toggle. It gives you a pop-up, again giving you the same message that I already went over in much more detail. So we're going to check the box right here, don't remind me again, and click on enable. So this box doesn't show up again. And apart from knowing that the power saving mode is enabled by just having a wonky 60 Hz refresh rate, so actually, if this is 60 Hz refresh rate, that looks pretty damn good. We also have this little icon right here next to the battery of a leaf that implies that the power saving mode is now enabled. Now once you're done with it, you can turn it off by finding this toggle once more, tapping on it once again, and you can see it automatically disables the power saving mode. So there we go. Now if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can enable and set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, you will want to bring down your toggles by swiping down from the top right side of the screen, so right over here. Now on the left side, you actually have notifications, so from the right, you get the toggles. Once you get those down, you're looking for the hotspot toggle, and let's see how long it takes me to find it. Oh, right there. So there it is. Now, before I tap on it or do anything with it, I do want to point out, if you don't see this toggle in here, you might need to add it, and you can do so by clicking on this icon right over here. Then click on the plus and find the hotspot somewhere in here. When you do, just click on the plus and the check mark twice right here, and it should be added, as you can see. So anyway, once you see the hotspot toggle, hold it first time around, and this quickly takes you to the settings. Now the reason I recommend navigating into the settings, or actually telling you to navigate here, is because under password you will find a randomly generated password. Now this password isn't too fun to type yourself, so I do just recommend getting rid of it altogether and setting up your own new one, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. That can be letters, numbers, doesn't really matter. Click on OK to save this. Security tip, this password can be easily guessed. Cool. And my memory is weak, so I prefer to have an easy password. I use anyway. Now, once you change the password, you can also go under more and change some other things. But if you don't know what these options here do, I recommend keeping them as they are set by default. The only option that I maybe will point out that you could change is the mobile hotspot turn off timer. Now the reason I might recommend changing this is because 5 minutes isn't necessarily that long. That's what she said. But all being serious right now, when you're using hotspot and for instance you open up some kind of article on whatever device you're using, and the phone basically loads, or I guess the mobile data loads that article once, and then if it takes you longer to get through this article, meaning just a single page where you're just continuously scrolling down, it takes you longer than 5 minutes, which is the default option right here, your hotspot will automatically turn off. And obviously we need to go back and turn it back on. And this obviously is not necessarily the way you probably want to use your device. So you can increase this to 10 minutes, or you can also turn it off. Now, I would probably recommend increasing the timer, though sadly there is no like more than 10-minute option, which would have been a better option than never if you need it for longer. But yeah, if you notice that your hotspot is automatically turning off without you doing anything, it's because of this setting right here. Anyway, let's close this up, and whenever you want to actually use your hotspot, turn it on and off, just find the toggle, simply tap on it, and that's about it. Now you can connect to your hotspot with other devices. Now, there are two things. You can either obviously wait for the timer if you have it enabled, the 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and it will automatically turn it off if you're not using it, or you can do that yourself by tapping on this toggle once more. Best thing I would say is to turn it off yourself immediately, as Hotspot does consume more of your phone's battery, so when you're not using it, there's really no reason for it to be running in the background for any kind of additional time. And as you've seen, you can do that by just tapping on a toggle for the second time. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome, and follow me as a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I will show you how you can import your contacts from the SIM card to the device. So, to get started, you will want to open up your dialer, which is this green icon right here, and then click on Contacts and these 4 dots and move to Settings. In here you can see under Manage Contacts, Import Export. Select that and select that you want to import from SIM. This then displays all the contacts that are located on your SIM card. Now for me, it's a very limited list. You can select each one individually. You can also select all of them right here. Maybe also deselect some from all that you don't want. Whatever you want to do, just select the contacts that you do want to import, whichever way it's most convenient to you. And from there, select Import. When you do, it shows you the option to import contacts too. I do want to point out, this is kind of a scamming kind of way to give you this pop-up. There is a whole heck a lot of screen right here for you to choose options from. But the reason I'm pointing that out is by default, if you're logged into a Huawei account, this will be the first option that will be visible right here. This is a scrollable list. It's not like we have an entire effing 6-inch display right here to utilize. So the reason this matters is because when you have a Huawei account, this is going to be visible right here, and the phone is below that. If you don't want to import your contacts to the cloud, which I personally don't, it's a absolute bullshit way to try to hide that option from you. Now, because there isn't a Huawei account here, it only shows me this one, which is very visible, but you can clearly see I can scroll down on the list. That is just a one option. So from here, you also want to click on the place that you want to import contacts to, and when you do so, it just automatically imports them, which they should now show up by going back in here, and they do. Now, one downside right here on the Huawei phone application is the fact that it's showing both contacts. So it's showing the imported one that is on the phone and the one that is on the SIM card. So you can see I have now duplicate contacts all throughout. Now, in the settings, let's see if we have anything that would basically allow us to hide this. Organize contacts, maybe? Merge duplicate contacts. Okay, I guess we have nothing. How about this? Will that hop? Nope, that didn't change anything. So it looks like you can't really solve this here. It would have been nice if you could just, hide the contacts that are on your SIM card or something along those lines, but it looks like you can't. So that's great. What you could technically do as a solution to this, though it's not really a foolproof solution, is create group. So you create a group of all contacts, and those contacts would be visible just in there. But this is like a sideways solution that isn't necessarily solving the problem altogether. Alternatively, you could use a different dialer or contacts application that would manage these contacts better. Now, one that would have been probably saying that I know does this as the Google's contacts, but Huawei, Google, they don't go too well together, so I think that kind of goes out the window. So you could try the store for the applications right here and see if there is anything that could work better than this. But anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can insert SIM card into this phone. So, before we get started, you will want to grab a SIM eject tool, similar to this one, which will come provided with the device in the box, but if you can't find it, you could also use a paperclip. Straighten out one of the ends and it should work just as well. Next, you will want to take off the case. There we go. And our tray is located at the bottom of the phone, right over here. So grab your tool in the insert area, which is closer to the corner of the device, and just push it in. And when you do, you can see that the tray pops out enough for you to pull it out. Now, this is a Huawei device, so sometimes they might have a nano memory, but there is no kind of marking like that on here. So it looks like this device only takes dual SIM card or single SIM and one eSIM. Now, grab your card and place it like so on the tray. Make sure it's clipped in correctly. You can just kind of squeeze it in there, as we do have a retention bracket that holds it in place, so when you flip it over, it should not be falling out of the tray. And then just pop it back in. Now, I'm not sure why there is no nano memory support, which is basically the Huawei's proprietary kind of format for SD cards, which is the same size as the SIM, but it looks like it's not present right here, unfortunately. Maybe it just never sold too well. Anyway, once you insert your card, it should automatically start working, and oh boy, this is the stupidest shit. Huawei is one of those retarded companies that gives you a setup and then completely disregards the setup that you have gone through because you insert a SIM card from a different country, and these dumb cunts now change your language to the language of the SIM card. It's not like my phone was in a different language for a effing reason there. Anyway, we're going to type in our PIN, and I'm going to quickly show you how we can undo this stupidity, because apparently Winnie the Pooh can't do it himself. So, when your phone changes without your permission to some bullshit language that you never gave permission to change it to, never wanted it, you'll need to navigate into the settings, and I'm going to be saying the names of it, but the easiest way for you to do this is by looking at the pictures, as they don't change based on the language. So, that's the settings icon, that's what you're looking for. And here we're going to scroll all the way down to, where is it? I believe it's going to be the second last option to System and Updates. So blue icon. And language, there we go. So we have language and region at the very top. And here, I want to point out, when I started this, I had English in here. Not only did this piece of shit decided to or change the language to Polish, it also removed the English from the list, as the second option right here is add a language, right? I'm going to click on that and we're going to add the language that we shouldn't need to add because it was set by default. Stupid piece of shit. There we go. I'm going to change it by clicking on this button. I do want to point out when changing your language and pressing the confirm button, which is this one right here, if you are selecting language that is being read from right to left, and every option now switches back to this side, right? These options will actually be also flipped. But this is for only like I'm actually not sure which languages those would be, but anyway, if you read it from the opposite side, then literally like most of the world, then just know that these options are flipped as well. Now, when you change it, as you can see, it now shows you two different languages. So this piece of shit decided to remove one of those languages when, or not even remove it, add one language and remove the other one when inserting a SIM card. It seems like it's such a moronic design and completely defeats the purpose of a effing setup. If you're going to be changing my language without my permission, it would have been at least nice if you, like Huawei, decided to ask you, but it doesn't. So some of you might end up with just some BS language that you might not speak just because you moved there to the country, or maybe you're on vacation and it's cheaper for you to pick up that SIM card. Well, congrats. Now you have your phone in a language that you don't speak. Anyway, when you select the change option, it automatically should select the language back to the one that we should have had. And you can also delete this one, but it really doesn't matter, so you can just close this up. Now, in any case, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Welcome to the HardReset channel. Today I will show you how to manage the display settings on the Huawei Pura ID Pro. So first of all, open settings. To open settings, press this little shortcut here, or if you don't have it, scroll down and press this little settings button. In settings, scroll down to display and brightness, and now you can manage your display settings. First of all, is the brightness. Of course, you can make your screen brighter or dimmer. You can also make change automatically depending on how bright your environment is. Next up is dark mode. Press here and toggle enable all day. Now dark mode is a little easier for the eyes. It also uses less battery on OLED screens, so I highly recommend, but for demonstration purposes I'm going to turn it off now. Go back and let's enable eye comfort shield. Right here, press enable all day. And eye comfort shield basically filters out the blue light on your screen. You can make the filter level higher here or lower. I don't like how it looks because it makes your screen a little yellow, but if you have trouble with your eyes you can enable it. I'm going to disable it for now. Go back, and there is the ebook mode for reading ebooks. You can make your screen black and white for reading text, and color for reading books with pictures. I'm going to turn it off, I'm not reading anything. Go back. And let's change our text size and display size. Let's say you're a senior, you have trouble seeing. You can change these settings to make it a little easier. You can increase your text size. As you can see, the text size has increased. And you can also make the letters bolder. I'm going by default right now. Go back. Let's change our display size. This will enlarge pretty much anything. As you can see, it's already set to large. To make it smaller, to fit more on your screen, just press this little minus here. For the video purposes, I'm going to make it large. Scroll down, there's a few settings left. First of all is the sleep, which will automatically turn off your screen after you're not using it for a while. Of course, the less you set it to, the more battery you'll save when you're not touching your phone. So there's also the color mode, which will change your screen color. I've set my color mode to vivid to make the colors pop out a little more. But you can also change the temperature of your screen. This will make your colors appear warmer or cooler. Like here, the colors are a little warmer and a little colder. It's of course the best seen on white. Let's pick default. Now let's go back. We can change our refresh rate through the setting here. Standard is recommended just for using your phone, and high is recommended for gaming. Of course, dynamic will adapt on how much battery you have left. Go back. There's just a few settings left. First of all is HDR. It's managed through more display settings. Here you can disable or enable HDR images and video enhancement. I'm not going to change anything. Let's go back. At the very bottom we have senior mode. If you got your phone for your parents or your grandparents and they have trouble seeing, I recommend enabling senior mode, and it will automatically enable settings to make it a little easier to see. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the Hard Reset channel for more videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and goodbye.
Welcome. In front of me I have the Huawei Pura 80 Pro, and today I'll show you how you can hard reset this device through settings. So we're going to get started by opening up our settings, and in here navigate to the very bottom where you'll find System and Update. Next, select Reset and Reset Phone. This will present you with a list of data that will be removed by this process. Now, this list importantly includes things like photos, music, and basically all user data. Things like accounts you don't really need to worry about. It just gets rid of them from the phone, but obviously these accounts still exist and you can re-sign into them later on without any kind of problem. Now, scrolling down, we do have the listed accounts right here. And anyway, we're going to select Reset Phone. Now, we do have the option to back up our device right here. So you can go through this backup right here, but I actually would recommend against this. Now, the reason I recommend against using this backup right here is because this will be done to the Huawei cloud. And this will lock you strictly into this specific brand. So you won't be able to restore this backup on other devices like Samsung. So as an example, if you're creating a backup, resetting this device because you want to sell it, because you get a new phone, yeah, that backup on the new phone won't be available to you as long as that device isn't a Huawei. If it is, you can restore it, no problem. If it isn't, well, tough shit, you're not getting that backup again. So I personally recommend grabbing something like a cable and just plugging it in and moving the data manually from the phone to your computer. And you can obviously do this on the computer. Just drag the file to, I don't know, like a folder that you create on your desktop, and you can keep it that way. And this gives you, number one, privacy of your own data, as it's not being stored on someone else's computer like Huawei's. It's just being stored on your personal computer. It gives you security because you know that no one else has access to this computer, or someone does, but it's obviously up to you. And number three, this data is safe on your own hardware instead of someone else's, and can be accessed by you at any point on any device, and with no restrictions. So that's why I recommend doing backups manually. Now, that being said, I actually have nothing here that I wanted to back up. This device is relatively clean. So in any case, I'm going to select Reset. Now we have two options. You can reset or reset but keep eSIM. If you are using an eSIM profile, you can keep it for some reason. That's obviously completely up to you. Now, if you're planning to get rid of this device, then select the reset only, which means, you know, it will also clear the eSIM as well. That is the best option if you're planning to, I don't know, sell the phone, give it to someone else. By keeping an eSIM, you're basically, it's as though you're keeping a SIM card inside of a phone and giving it to someone else. Now here we have no internet connection. An internet connection is required to sync data to the cloud. Well, I did select that I don't want to back it up, so am I high right here? Apparently it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So we can just select reset anyway. Wait. I do want to take a moment right here. No internet connection. An internet connection is required to sync data. Why the fuck are you syncing data? I just wanted to reset. I didn't select the backup. To the cloud while device is being reset. Again, what the fuck are you syncing? I'm resetting it. No. Reset anyway. You don't need internet connection. You don't need to back up any kind of bullshit data to your servers without me ever even agreeing to that. Now, for this, I actually recommend, in this case, turning off your internet, because with the shit, basically. Anyway, once you select the reset and continue on, this will begin obviously removing all the data from the device, and this will take probably about a minute or so on this phone to finish up. Once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, the process is now finished and you can set up your device however you like. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you all backup methods on Huawei Pura 80 Pro. Okay, to create a backup, open up your settings, and maybe let's begin with cloud backup that we can create when we are logged into our Huawei ID. If you don't have it, you will have to create it, but don't worry, that's not the only method how we can create a backup of our data. If you are logged into your account, you can click on Cloud, and now to create a backup, simply select your device, make sure that backup this device feature is enabled. Down below we have the backup options. In here we can select which data we would like to copy. It is right in here. If you click on Show All, you'll see everything. And now to create a backup, simply hit this blue button. The process will start, so we need to wait a little bit. Okay, now we can see that the backup has been completed, so let's click on Done. Okay, and that's how you can create a backup using the Huawei Cloud. And now let's open up the settings. Let's scroll down all the way until we find System and Updates. And in here, let's click on Backup and Restore. Click on Data Backup. And in here, we can create a backup using the external storage drive or the HiSUD app, which we'll have to download into our computer. Let's begin with the external storage first. So let's select that, click on Go, and now we need to give permission. So select Allow all the time for everything. Just like that. Pretty annoying, but we have to do this manually. OK. Click on OK. And now, in my case, I'm going to use the USB storage, but if you want, you can insert your memory card and you'll also be able to back up the data. Okay, so now I will plug my USB. Okay, it should appear. Okay, I'll select USB storage. Now to create a backup, simply hit the button and now verify with your passwords. Okay, and now you can select which data you would like to copy. In my case, I want everything except the apps. Once you have selected everything, click on Backup. And now you need to type a password as an extra security feature, and it must be from 8 to 32 characters and contain a mix of numbers, uppercase letters and lowercase letters. In my case, I will create a really easy password. Okay, then click on Next. Now the hint for the password. Click on Done. And now the process has started. In my case, it won't take long. We already have 95%. So let's wait a little bit. Okay, backup complete. Click on Done. And now our backup has been successfully saved. Okay, now let's go to the HiSuit. Now I will open up my browser. I'll show you how to install the app and what to do next. So I'll see you on my desktop. Okay, so first let's open up our browser. You need to type in a new card Huawei Suit, then open up the official page, and in here we can download or for Windows or for Mac. It's up to you. I'll select the Windows. Okay, it has downloaded, so let's open it up. We need to agree. Click on Install. In my case, it's in Polish language, but don't worry, I will translate everything for you, so you will do everything right. Okay. We need to wait a little bit until it's fully installed. Alright, it has been installed. Now we need to connect our phone into our PC using USB-C cable. PC or laptop. I don't know what you are using. Okay, once we have connected. Oh, it has launched in both apps. Weird thing. Okay, now on our phone we need to open up the bar, select charging via USB and select transfer files. Okay, I don't know why it keeps launching the second app. You can see that question allow connection via HDB appeared. We need to click on OK. And now the app says that the iSuit app will be downloaded on our phone. Click on OK. Now on your phone, click on Agree. Click on Agree once again. Now allow for everything. And now we need to type this code in our app. So that's what I will do. Okay, click on Connect. Okay, and now to create a backup, click on Copy. Click on Allow on your device. Type your lock screen if you have one. Click on OK. Click on Copy. And now select what things you want to back up. So I will select everything except my apps. Click on Copy. Now we need to select a password. And it also needs to have from 8 to 32 characters long and contains uppercase letters and lowercase letters. Click on OK. And now the process has started, so I'll see you once it's done. Okay, it has been created, so click on Ready. And now our backup is stored on our PC in HiSuit app. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on Huawei Pura ID Pro. Okay, so first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from your old device into your Huawei, then I'll show you how to restore the backup from Huawei Cloud, then how to do it by using the external storage drive, and then I'll show you how to restore the backup using the HiSud app. So let's begin. Select your language and click on Get Started. Select your region and then click on Continue. Select that you agree. If you want, you can insert your SIM card. It's not necessary to do it right now, of course. Now select your network and connect to it. I'll just type the password. Then click on Connect. Okay. Then click on Continue. Click on Continue once again. Now we need to activate the device. I need to type the password to my Huawei account. It appeared to me because I have just resetted this device. You won't have it if you are setting your phone for the first time. Okay, now we can select the face unlock and also the lock screen. If you want to set it, you can do it right now. It's not necessary. You can always do it later, just like me. You can select parental controls. I don't want it, so I'll skip it. Now scroll down and click on Continue. And now, if you want, you can log into Huawei ID right now, but it's not necessary. We can always click that we don't have the Huawei ID and do it later, or create a account right now. Okay, scroll down, click on Next. Now we have the enchanted services. I'll always enable them. We can join the user improvement program. We can enable the location services. Okay, and now we have the thing that we are interested in. Data import. First, let me show you how to transfer the data from your previous device. Also, when it comes to the Huawei Cloud, you don't need to restore the backup during the setup process. You can always do it later after your device is set up. Actually, I'll show you how to do it already when our device is set up. So don't worry, it is really easy. But if you would like to restore during the setup process, you can do it right now, right in here. Okay, but first, we want to move from another data. Click on Agree. Select all device type. I'm using the Android. And now we need to scan this code using our previous device. Okay. Click on Continue. I need to install the Phone Clone app. You'll have to do it also. Okay, file downloaded. Also in the settings, I need to allow to download from the source, then click on Install. Install anyway. Okay. Okay, let's open up the app. Click on Agree. On our Huawei, let's click on Allow when in use. Let's allow for everything. Click on OK. On your previous device, this is the old device. Also allow for everything. I also need to give the permission for okay, when it comes to that, it's not possible. Okay, and now we need to scan this code. Okay, now both devices should connect to each other. Now click on Connect. Okay, and now on our previous device, we need to select what we want to transfer. So in my case, I want everything except my apps. Then click on Transfer. Click on Transfer once again. Okay, transfer complete. You can click on Finish. Now select your navigation mode. You can use gestures or buttons. It's up to you. I'll use gestures. Click on Finish. On our previous device, we can click on OK. We won't be needing it anymore. Click on Try Now. And now we are ready to use our device. Alright, that was the first method. Now I'll show you how to restore the backup from Huawei Cloud. Okay, to restore the backup from Huawei Cloud, we need to open up the settings. You need to be logged in into your Huawei ID. Then click on your name. Click on the cloud. Now select your backup that you want to restore. In my case, I want that one. So select it. Now click on Manage Backup Data. And select Restore Data. Select your backup. Now select what you want to restore. Then hit the button down below. Click on Restore. Click on OK. And now the process has started. So I'll see you once it's done. Okay, the data has been restored, so we can click on OK. Now the third option, how to restore from external storage drive. Open up the settings, scroll all the way down, System and Updates, Backup and Restore, Data Backup, and let's select external storage. First, we need to allow for everything. Now, in my case, I'm using the USB, so I need to plug it in. Okay, the USB storage should appear. And now select Restore from Backup. And select what things you want to restore. Then hit the button. Enter the password that you have set before during the backup process. Click on OK. And it's almost finished. Of course, in my case, it's taking really not really long because I didn't copy my apps, only the system settings. So that is why it's so fast. Okay, 97%, 98, 99, and it has been restored. Okay, and now I'll show you how to restore the backup from HiSUD. So I'll see you on my desktop. Okay, I have launched the HiSUD app, and now we need to connect our phone into PC or computer. I don't know what you are using USB-C cable. So simply connect devices to each other. And now we need to select Use USB to transfer files. And we need to click on OK to allow connection via HDB. Okay, now in your app, click Continue. Click on Agree. Click on Agree once again. Now allow for everything. Now select not that. Click on Allow. And now we need to type this code in our app. Okay, now click on Connect. Okay, our device appeared, as you can see. And now we need to select Restore. That's this button. Click on Allow on your device. Click on OK. Click on Restore once again. Now select what you want to restore, and then hit the button. Type the password that you have set before. And click on OK. OK, the process has started, so now we need to wait until everything is restored. %, almost done. OK, it has been finished, we can click on Done, and now our backup has been successfully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.